song promotion. I'll just send him a refund.
Ladies and gentlemen, we build on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast. One, two, microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2, we're live. We're here. We survived. All right. Welcome if y'all coming in, man. Welcome, man. It's been an interesting week. But welcome to the Killah Priest Podcraft. I am your host, Killah Priest. I ain't Sheik from the Middle East. Running the rocket, trying to figure out what his mixing skills. AD.
What's going on? Welcome back. It's going to be a wild show. You already know. Let's go.
Yeah, man. To my side is the lovely, the beautiful Leo. Myeoshe.
Happy Monday, everyone. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
Myeoshe. And running the rocket, the Oracle and the Architects. The Oracle being Coach Kandaka. She said, thank you for your super chat to Danny Salinas, who are always coming through. We also got our Architects, Voltage and Vinny Black Lodge. I was about to try to do, because it's Central. What's that behind? Central TV, right? Central to Voltage, Central TV. He said, and we are back. Vinny Black Lodge, peace and blessings. Well, we got a lot to unpack, and unplug today, man. It's crazy. We got a lot to go through. First, I want to start on a positive note. I said positive note.
Yeah.
So the album's out. The video's doing great. You know what I'm saying? We had to keep pushing it. You know what I mean? A lot of positive response.
Yes.
Yeah, man. And I want to thank the craft room for the many blessings and the support. You know, without y'all support, none of this would ever happen. And that I could just start. That just set me up for the ball. Boom, boom. Because within the support, there's love and disaster in that too.
Right.
But I'll get to that. I'll hold myself to get to that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to shout out to everybody who supported the album, and make sure you spread the word. And it's been a journey, and it's been a healing. And this album is not only for me, it's for Myeoshe, it's for Voltage, it's for Voltage, me, you, and Dave. David Flores. For Dave Flores and everybody who lost a parent and everything in this. But we're gonna get down to it. Yeah. And you know, it's a journey. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
We getting through it. I also want to shout out Ashley that did her show.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Love Is My Currency.
Right.
Shout
Yeah.
out to that. You did a great and amazing interview. I just want to say that I watched it. It was really good. And you allowed your truth to be spoken on a different platform, because, you know, you know what I'm trying to say is different. So, you know, you gave it a different vibe, and I'm glad that you were able to bless Love Is My Currency with a different viewpoint.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And that's your partner, right?
Yes, that's my business partner and my sister in the faith. So shout out to Ashley for allowing the opportunity when I told her or whatever about the album, and I allowed her to listen to it after the fact.
Wow.
And she was touched, and it was deep, and it's something that needs to be spoken about. Grief is it's hard. It's literally hard, and you have your moments. And I believe this album, like I told you, is going to be healing for the soul. And I think for me, listening to it, it gave me the idea that love is solely my soul vibration. Listening to the album. Yeah, for sure. So I hope it was healing to you guys. So I hope it brought peace and comfort, and gave you clarity and understanding that death is not the end. It's just the rebirth of things.
Thank you. And also knowledge. Yes, indeed. And also I had a crazy bomb dope interview with Knowledge Born.
Okay.
Also,
shout out to Knowledge Born.
Yeah, it was so because we went into the depths of the album. He actually played the album, and we did step by step, and it was beautiful. It almost brought tears to my eyes. So shout out to that brother, Knowledge Born. Peace to the God. Knowledge Born also did an interview with Guam for the radio show.
Shout out to Guam.
And he did shout out to Guam, man. He did an amazing song himself about his moms. Okay. And his moms are still here. And that's blessings. But he just was inspired and did a beautiful song that I have to get on because I love the verse and everything. And that was just a beautiful moment for me. And I was like, yo. And also Guam threw an album release party for me. Him, Tree, and they got together and they put something together.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, exactly. And got you. No doubt. All right, it says from Lionel Goldsmith. Shout out to him for lighting up and making a rocket right. And he says, "Oh, my bombs are not on." All right, shout out to Lionel. All right, he says, "Priest, the album is amazing. The album made me call my mom with tears in my eyes. Thank you." I wish I had that opportunity to, but you had different songs from people, and I always got to tell my moms I love you. And make sure I just call to say, who's that, Stevie Wonder?
Yeah.
I love you. Yeah, he was at a time. So, sometimes you can just call and just tell them how much you care. And that's nothing wrong with that, and that's a good thing, brother. That's positive, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's for Divine, too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to this album for him, too. Word. So it's like we all you grow, man. You grow so much, and you know what I mean, we're and you were going through it a little bit. Huh?
Oh yes. To be transparent, I've been having my moments. Like, I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde or just me just literally having my moments. But this weekend was really tough. I really felt the pressure of missing my parents, and I really was crying. And it was crazy because yesterday I had a moment, and I was talking to my friend, and we were sitting there and we were talking. I just started crying, and then she was like, she put her hand on my shoulder and she was like, "You know what, Myeoshe?" She was like, "You deserve to cry because you've been strong." Like, right. And I didn't realize, like, dang, like it's really starting to hit me. And she was like, "No, it's okay to feel what you feel. Like, I'm surprised you held it in this long." And I was just like, wow. But it's really been hitting me, listening to the Mother album also. And also I went through some of my parents' stuff over the weekend, to package them up and, get them out. And, it's just like, dang, I miss my parents. They were so dope. Like, I miss calling my dad, pulling up on him. We going to the movies. We would have went to the movies to see Woman King. I miss, talking to my mother. I just miss them, the physical of them. So sometimes that could be very, very, very tough, but I thank God for them making me. I thank God for the love that they gave me and the wisdom, and I know they're watching over me and protecting me for sure. And I want to say shout out to Guy Black from KJLH. Wednesday, I got invited to a caregiver safe place. They had a runway to Compassion nonprofit. It was a fundraiser that I got invited to, and I met Guy Black. And Guy Black, if you guys don't know, he's the radio host for KJLH 102.3, Stevie Wonder's channel. And I actually got to meet him because on Saturday he does the Battle of Royales, and my mom listened to it every Saturday. So I just want to say shout out to Guy Black for not only giving my mother a great shout out, but also playing her favorite, Frankie Beverly and Mays, Can't Get Over You. So I just want to say shout out to him for that and showing my family some love. And shout out to Caregiver Safe Place. The One Way to Compassion fashion show was amazing. And I thank you for inviting Face and allowing us to be a part of it. And she also lost her mother. That's what allowed her to start Caregiver Safe Place for caregivers that are, taking care of their loved ones. So I just want to say thank you and peace and blessings to all your success.
Also, I noticed something. What's that fly hat you got on? What's that
Oh, yeah. Speaking of my bucket hat, as you can see, this is the dope merch that Face has. We got bucket hats. I got shirts, but mainly bucket hats right now. And it stands for Fearless, Artistic, Charisma, Elegance. So yeah.
I mean, what artistic? Okay.
Wow.
Artistic, charisma,
Like
elegant.
an E.
It is.
Oh, it's Ace?
Yeah, Face. F-A-C-E.
Oh, it's an F.
Yeah. Freaks need some glasses, y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I want to say shout out to the women of True Nation. Yesterday I put up on them. They have a pop-up shop every last Sunday of the month on Florence in the Hood. But I appreciate their performance. They like so check them out. But Face was there in the building and doing a pop-up shop. So I just want to say shout out to True Nations and all the Israelites out there.
Right, no doubt. All right. All right. Moving right along. That was good. I like the plug. All right. So, okay. Here's the part of the story. Here's the part of the show where it gets very interesting. Listen, there's one thing that we have. It's good to communicate and lock in and talk to each other and build. That's what the craft room is about. But respect is very, very necessary, and it's something that practice. It's something that you gain with your morals, and we do believe in respect each person and what they do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when there's a situation, when we building and allow, don't get it twisted. Like this is about a respect thing and getting your point across, and everyone is allowed to get it across. Well, some cross those lines, right? And I have to do this right now. So Bragadino have disrespect me, AD, and which we don't care about your opinions. You don't have any album to prove that AD doesn't know how to mix. You know what I'm saying? No, here's what he said. AD, I'm not playing. So, moderators block him permanently. Bragadino is blocked permanently from this from the craft room. So block him, and he's gonna be the first example because we're not here to talk about each other behind each other back. First of all, we respect. AD has nothing but did anything but show you respect. And not only just AD, he said a couple of things, and you got out of line. You and the bum, what's his name? Bum, the rapper Bum. Listen, bro, stay off the drugs. Stay off the drugs, man. Yo, I'm telling you, get yourself together, and you must be you tripping out. And I told you that in the message. So Bragadino is blocked. He's not allowed over here anymore, and that's it for that. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And yeah, go ahead. You got something?
Spoken.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is done.
He's the first example, and let that be a lesson for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We here to build, and we trying to build each other.
Absolutely.
And support each other. For real. When you disrespect AD, you disrespect all of us. You disrespect Myeoshe, you disrespect all of us, and that's how that's going down. Yeah, it is sad.
Very sad, because we're
It's
here
sad.
to build each other up and not to tear each other down. It's bad enough you have to go outside
Yeah.
and fight that, but when we have our 3 to 4 hours on this rocket ship, we should be able to show love and respect and be able to, when you leave here, you should be able to feel comfortable and, to feel like you got something. When you leave here, you should be full, but some people just, they just take it and they turn it around to something very negative, and it's very unfortunate. But make an example out of one,
Yeah.
hopefully it won't be two. So
Yeah. We're here, man. I'm not going to see. That's why I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
I already said what I had to say, because at the end of the day, it's about elevation and it's about being inspired. And we're not tolerating none of that negative vibe over this way.
yeah.
And I know everybody's grown, so we don't need no class on this.
Yeah.
Bro,
Guys, we supposed to pray for each other, not pray on each other. You know what I mean?
thank you.
So,
Thank you. All right. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to hear about it too, Aurora. For real, man. So moving right, that's one thing. So we got that out the way.
yeah.
Another thing is we have David Icke. We'll have a special show tomorrow.
Ooh, that's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So David Icke, we will be here. What time, AD?
At 9 a.m.
I'm sorry. AD don't want to. He don't like the confrontation, man. A lot of people don't like that. But we didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for it. It's not your fault. They came towards him. They came
Yeah.
towards me. You know what I'm saying? And then they acting like you put out albums. You never put out an album before. Humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, before everybody just take your opinion on everything, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And that's it with that. Yeah, David Icke tomorrow. So it's gonna be very very interesting, things. We got a ton of cats that want to get in on this, and it should be fun, It should be fun. Another note. You saw? Did you did you go see Woman King?
No, I haven't saw it yet, but I heard it's really good. Have you seen it?
Nope. I haven't seen Woman King. It's too many Woman King running around.
Too many women. Too many women for you in charge.
No. I love women that handling business,
Okay.
smart. You know what I'm saying? Can handle and take care of things. But you just can't be saying Woman King out there like that, because you got a group of guys out there saying that the black woman is God. They're running around and saying this and putting them up on pedestals and stuff like that, and they mistreating
Yeah.
people around the globe. That's just not black women. There's a whole bunch of women that's doing that.
Yeah.
And it all sets the balance. And the balance is, and since we're in Libra, the balance is we have to respect each other. But somewhere it's tilted. It's tilt. And now they're gonna come out with Woman King.
It's crazy because we had this conversation in class last Tuesday that they're making women, because in the Bible it's supposed to be God, man, whatever.
Right.
So it's crazy because they say the conversation is that they're trying to make women so independent that it leaves the man out and not have the men involved, and it also makes women disrespect our men and basically pull their characteristics down lower, so that it's all structurally built
Right.
from to tear down the household.
Right. That's true on so many levels.
On so many levels.
A
So.
balance is because we're not the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we have a same goal, is to have a family. Every man wants a family. And every
Right.
woman, at the end of the day, I know you got your degrees, because everybody runs. I know you got yours too.
Yeah,
No,
we
but
got
everybody
our
runs.
degrees. I'm just kidding.
Degrees.
No.
No. You got your degrees, but at the end of the day, it's about family and respecting one another. Because a lot of females bought into that. I'm not saying don't go get it.
Yeah.
Go get what you got to get, but don't buy into the hype of this is all I need.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We can always. I don't have Oprah number, but we can call her and ask her how it went. You know what I'm saying? She had Stedman under a rock for a very long time. And we can build on
I
that.
think Steven just let Oprah do her thing, and he likes playing the background.
Yeah,
I
probably
think
so.
they just have
His
that
hairline
type of,
shows it. Because he got those stressed out.
I am not about to go there. Just think they have a mutual understanding. Like, baby, you play the forefront, I'm going to play the back, and then, you know.
Right. See, that's right. JJJ said he's not intimidated by a strong woman. We can be Hulk and She-Hulk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's right. That's true.
And I think some men and some, I think relationships, they do it, especially like business partners, because some men feel like women can play the role because you're more feminine, you're sexy, you look good. So let me put my wife or my girl in the forefront and let her do the thing, but I'm taking care of the business. And that's cool. I can operate like that. Like, you know, but I think some relationships work like that. Some men are confident enough to let their woman lead and guide because she's the brains of the operation. Clearly, she looks good. She's sexy. She could take the phone call. A man is not going to take if she's white, black.
Was that a jab at it?
No, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying some men, you know, they know the game and they do that. And it's nothing wrong with that.
Backpedaling.
Yeah.
Backpedaling. Myeoshe backpedaling, man.
I'm just
I ain't
saying.
gonna put you in the hot seat.
That's what some men do.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
Yes, some men do that.
Uh-oh.
And would you like to sit here?
No,
Okay, I want you to
Let him get
please
his
have your
drink,
drink. Because in marriages and some relationships,
It's about to get
they
it's about to go
have
all the
their
way down.
girlfriend be in the forefront of the business because she knows how to talk. She looks good. They letting her run the ship, but like, you know, the man is doing the work and doing everything. I believe relationships are run like that. Men and women, especially in business, have that.
Relationships.
Yes, Rasul. Yes.
Rasul's just going to agree.
It
Just agree.
does.
Yeah, finish your drink before you come over here. we don't want your, we know about your opinion, how that's coming. You know, especially when you get the power. You know,
Oh,
get
you
your
got newer
spinach.
things?
Get your spinach.
No,
Get
but
your
that
spinach.
is true.
Wow,
It's green like spinach. About to be on. So what you that just threw me all the way off. Yeah, woman would be nothing without a man. Yeah, vice versa. James Brown said that.
Right.
James Brown said it would be nothing without a woman, a boy, or girl.
Got the divine feminine and the sacred masculine.
Is that the yin and yang? But see, this is where the unbalance is at. Is that the way that society is, because we know that in our genetics, in our genes, in our code. You know, we get together, we make happy.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
kids.
Make happy.
We make happy, and we got a connection going on, a spirituality. But the way society has balanced things is unbalanced because then who's going to pay for the dinner? And then you got this. You know what I'm saying? There's no problem for the man to take the check. I'm not saying this, but I'm just saying here is the thoughts of who is this. It's almost like you, like Martin Lawrence said, it's like y'all two fighters. Because everyone got their separate mind. It's not like a oneness. When you come into the oneness, man and woman become one flesh. So you become a oneness together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and that produces children. It produces better life, better, longer life for the male, because the woman is the medicine lady. She makes the food and created the magic within her powers. A female power is very, very, very incredible. Dealing with flowers and dealing with and I'm not saying that you can't go
People often ask me,
be a football
who pays on
player.
a first date?
Well, no, because you got to do that because they want to be some. Now it's like, no, we want. I could do that. I want to be a wrestler. There is power in the feminine energy.
Yeah, it is.
There's power in that. There's so much beautiful power, even in dancing. We can't dance like girls. The way the movement, we are very visual. So the way a girl moves and everything in there, sensual. It does something to a man. Man, you can say something to a man and just make it, when he come in the house, you can just say something to him and make his day feel brighter. You know what I'm saying? Make it simple as, how you doing? Or, you know, put that little hand on his back and rub it right here, right where you like it. Now you're going to start making some biscuits.
He said biscuits.
Yeah, biscuits.
Okay.
With the honey on the side. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what you what would you
Don't.
make.
I like pastries, so
Pastries.
peach
You know what I mean,
cobbler.
fellas? Like they making some noise. And now you all upset, and then she just take your jacket off and say, "Oh, I got some of that, steak in there." You know what I mean? So, gotta eat that steak, that T-bone, thick joint. What is it called? One that they massage.
I got New York strip in the fridge.
New York strip.
you talking about that wagyu?
That wagyu for the beef eaters, or she's
Yeah.
vegetarian. She might say, "I just whipped up some of that watermelon with some ginger in it. Dropped a couple of beets in there, and put it in it."
You try the
You get
wagyu?
great.
Is that a smoothie?
Yeah. hey, that's smooth, right? That's smooth. And it's just something about that power that men don't possess. We
Oh
used
my
to go
goodness.
42, 14, left. Or boom, punch each other, stuff like that.
No,
So
I
it's
think
power.
I had a conversation yesterday with an Israelite woman, and we were talking about. She said she didn't before she joined because she was like, "Why I wasn't joining?" I'm like, "I'm not conform to anything." But she said that she didn't want to wear a dress because of women don't have these certain qualities does have these certain qualities and are not functioning in those qualities because of trauma, things that happen like sexual abuse, sexual assault, and all these other things. And we were having this conversation yesterday, and I think it needs to be more talked about as a community of women. As a community of women, to talk about the sexual abuse, the sexual assault that we dealt with, the molestation, because ultimately,
Very good point.
we take that into womanhood. And we don't know how to treat a man because we still may be harboring over issues that, our molester did to us, or,
Right.
the
Agreed.
person that assaulted us in any type of way. So I think that is a hindrance in some effect.
Yeah.
And also childhood trauma. But I believe as far as being feminine and tender to a man, a lot of us as women have been sexually assaulted and molested. So kind of hard for us to love a man in the most righteous and compassionate way if we haven't dealt with those issues. And I
That's
think
what's
we
up.
just should always have a community of women that we should be able to talk about it. A sacred place where we should be able to come here, talk about all our issues on a daily, because it's hard being a woman at the same time, so.
No, that's true. We have to be more, or we have to listen. A lot of things, and we have a lot of creepy uncles, cousins out there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's bad because nobody does address those issues, and you're right about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't blame. It's a lot of weird dudes out there, a lot of weird guys out there that
Yeah.
touch little girls when they were young, and I'm sensitive to that. That's
Right.
real. And because there's idiots. I think they, you know what I'm saying, that they're the worst kind. But we don't have, because we taught to hide things that happen to us.
Yeah.
And if we could find the right mate or the right person we could open up to
Yeah.
and talk to
about, right.
about these things, then it's cool. Conversation can go a long way. Good conversation and communication could go a very long way if we can just relax and have these open discussions, because there's no judgment in it. It's just be an ear,
Yeah.
listen. Guys, there's guys that have been touched.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people go through things, and they're scared kind of to open up because they feel like they're going to be judged, and that's why the society had made it that way. But we got to remember, we're human beings first. We can communicate
Right.
on a one-on-one basis, or any group, what you into. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, on one-on-one basis, or however you do it, it's all about communication at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, we definitely understand that. We understand, very sensitive to that, women being touched by it. And a lot of strippers too, AD, right? A lot of porn. I've talked to some porn, who had daddy issues, porn. It's just it's just psychologically messed
Yeah.
up. It's just messed up.
Yeah, you get all kinds of girls at the club though.
Yeah.
Everybody got everything. You know
Papa
what I mean?
don't preach.
Some of those girls got daddy issues. A lot of them last week I said had mama issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of mamas.
Do you know what I mean? And then there's some girls in there that just they got no issues. They're just there to make some money.
Hey,
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So
shake with the mama.
yeah, that stereotype isn't really even there. You know what I'm saying? Those girls are actually pretty tame compared to real. I mean, girls that aren't in the industry. Like I've met some girls in Venice that weren't dancers, and they're some of the wildest chicks I've ever seen. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with this girl? This girl's wild, yo.
Right.
Not a dancer.
Right.
Works at Ralph's.
Wow.
Bad girl. Do you know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
yeah.
She wilder than the girls at the club because the girls at the club they have more experience. They've been around dudes.
Right.
They understand that like they're just there to make money, do their thing, hustle, and get out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The wild girls don't work at strip clubs.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. They be twerking
Unless
at the
they're
church.
new.
No, for real.
Unless they're brand new, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Working at the church.
Yeah.
They
They start to get a mindset.
Huh?
Yeah, they start to get a mindset.
Yeah, when you, oh man, I'm not here to be a coach on that point, but you're right about that.
Yeah.
We have to
the older
be
they
more,
are, the older they are, the more dangerous. The more they know what's up.
the older
Older.
the
yeah.
women are, or
The
guys?
dancers.
Or the
The
dancers.
30-year-old dancers.
Why you say that?
Ooh.
They've been around the block. They know what's
But why
up.
you say that?
It's a good concept.
Because they know how
The
to finesse the men.
Oh yeah.
They had
For
so much
sure.
experience. You seen that? Was the movie
30-year-old stripper. I don't know.
the one with J Lo and Cardi B? That was called
Yeah,
Hustlers, right?
Hustlers,
Okay,
Hustlers,
Yeah,
Hustlers.
that's pretty accurate. Those girls are like the ones that have been there for a minute.
Now I've been to strip clubs, titty bars, right? I like to call them strip clubs. It killed me when they go, let's go to the titty bar. I don't know. It just sounds like there's a bunch of titties out there. I mean, strip club, I like the name of that. They said, yo, we're going to the titty bar.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm trying to think, because I always have a weird experience at the strip club. But I don't know if I've ran across any 30-year-olds. Because I don't look at the age like that, but it's always somebody that you don't really want. And I'm sorry, strippers, but sometimes I don't want you to come up. For real, it's always somebody.
Oh my
It's like, you here, let me just relax a little bit and get into it.
Yeah.
And then she's right here. And it's like, yo, you here to have a good time? It's like, yeah, yes, I'm here to have a good time. I just got here. Yeah, they working. I'm not, but they don't understand. They have to look at, okay, if I played a game, so I have to know my opponent or just acknowledge my body language. I just got here. I'm just, my jacket's not off yet. I'm like, okay. But it's like, boom.
Right.
And then,
Yeah, but
then all of a sudden she
from
calls her
that-
friend.
From their perspective, she's trying to get to you before Daisy in the corner gets to you.
Oh, big booty Daisy.
So her mind isn't even on the etiquette.
Donkey
Her-
Daisy.
Exactly. She's trying to
Yeah.
get there before Daisy gets to you because she knows Daisy gonna take all her customers.
See, I got to learn. See, that's the inside. You're giving me the inside.
Yeah.
These girls are strategizing.
she
It's
on you.
cutthroat in there.
Well, some people, guys, we know we go to strip clubs to release, well, there's dopamine. There's a dopamine release, right? There's a certain beauty in the way women move. I mean, especially if you up there in the 60s, 70s, you want to see, I don't see the couple of
60s.
dads. For the guy, I'm talking about.
Okay.
When the guy
No, I
go,
know you're talking about the
yeah, he's gonna throw, my uncles and his friends, they throw that, you know what I'm saying? We took him to a Hooters and he thought that was a strip club. He like, oh man, it's off the hook in
I
here.
cannot.
But, what was my point? No, when you going in there,
Right.
I'm looking for the there's a vibe. It's like you sit down and you're trying to this is not 1960, right?
Yeah.
I know, but you sit down and you try to scope out the spot. Usually, when you go into a spot, you scope it out. You looking, you're just looking around and stuff like. But then you just turn, she's right there, like boom, what's up? Diamond or whatever. And then you go, okay, I just got in. And, I'm just trying to have a good time and stuff. But thank you. Try to be courteous, Thank you. It's just like, oh, you don't want that? And then it's depending on what club you go to.
Yeah.
The legs come in here. Boof. She's like this. Boom. And you're like, all right, I see what's going down. But
my goodness.
my mind is not there yet. My mind is not in that vibe. And you trying to, and
You
you
just
said,
got in the room.
Yeah, study your what would you call us? I'm saying I don't go to strip club all the time.
Clients, customers.
Clients and customers. Yeah.
Well, it's a customer until you become a regular, then you become a client.
Yeah, client. Right. And the good ones, do they know? They know the good ones know their clients, right? AD, they know, but they're already a client at that point.
Like I said, the older they are, the more experience they have, the more advanced they are.
I said he just eat chicken wings with the boner. I heard some of the best food in the world is at strip clubs.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, chicken wings are good.
Yeah, maybe because it's a difference and there's a shift, and you don't go to a strip club to eat. You're not going there to have a dinner. But that's why it's so
little
good.
Entertainment.
Huh?
Little entertainment, little food, little drink,
Oh, you think that's got something to do with why that chicken tastes that way? It's like, give me a thigh. Wow.
I'm just saying little food, little entertainment, little drink. Don't hurt nobody.
It's just funny when people think that we sell alcohol.
Uh-huh.
So they'll go to the bar and be like, let me get a White Russian. And then they'll be like, okay, here she is. And then Yulia shows up. Hello. I heard you're looking for White Russian, huh? I'm here for you. It's like, no, I'm talking about the alcohol. Oh, no, we don't serve alcohol here, sir. You can take the White Russian, though.
That's true. You probably can't. Yeah, because if you order, let me get a Henny. Yeah. Henny Dark. The Hennessy probably is right there, right?
Yeah, we haven't had a Hennessy work at our club in a while, but I do know of one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The number one. That's one of the number one names.
Yeah, that and Jasmine.
Jasmine.
It's always a Jasmine. Every strip club has a Jasmine.
And the names are so soft, too.
All of them.
Huh?
Everyone. Or an Alexis.
Oh, that's calm. Yeah,
there's always Alexi, and Alexis, and a Jasmine.
Yeah. I don't even think about the car when Alexis.
The car, I know.
It's just like, I hear that so much, it just kind of wore out. It's like, Lexus?
Yeah, we had a Porsche.
From Texas?
We had a girl named Portia. She was like a 9. She was cute.
Yeah.
She's like, hi, my name's Portia.
That's good, man. I love that.
Fella B.
Yeah, man. You read Fella B's.
Fella B says, when Africa and South America was joined, the Amazon and Congo once used to be part of the same river system, which used to flow west into the modern-day Pacific Ocean. Okay.
Not to change the subject.
Man. Random ass facts. I'm always down for that RAF right now.
Exactly.
RAF moment.
Exactly. Is there another conversation going on in there? Yeah. Africa and South America was joined as the Amazon and Congo once used to be part of the same river system, which used to flow west. Okay. I'm going to just take that right about now because I don't.
It's like. Exactly. That's what I hear in my head right now.
Shout out to Marka Buddha. Shout out to Marka Buddha. Mace.
It does sound like a Jeopardy question.
Yeah, like, okay.
I mean, fun facts. Fun facts of the craft. You know what I'm saying?
What is random ass facts for 2000, Alex?
Exactly. What time the special edition broadcast tomorrow? Oh, yeah. What time tomorrow?
9 a.m.
Yeah. Come through.
9 o'clock in the morning.
9 a.m.
I know that's the middle of the night for me.
Yeah.
Gotta get to bed early tonight.
Yeah.
That's going to be dope. Log in for that. And it's not like, not everybody knows. This podcast isn't like huge. Mm-hmm. So the people that know,
right.
No, it's not going to be.
It's going to be for you. It's going to be the hugest.
Yeah.
You got to put that out there. It's going to be the biggest.
Because when he was on London Real, a lot of people were watching London Real.
Right.
So go ahead.
Always speak stuff into existence.
Oh, it exists now. Yeah.
Once you say it, you put the seed in there, and then you let the universe water it.
I'm just saying by comparison.
Yeah, if that's the case, yeah.
Last time he was on an interview. Do you know what I'm saying?
But he haven't been on the Killah Priest podcast.
That's right.
He's probably been asked the same questions. And he probably take over. It's about maneuvering. It's about hearing, stuff out, hearing people out. You don't know anything about reptilians, huh?
No, I don't. Don't know. Don't know nothing about reptilians.
Exactly.
So very interesting.
Exactly. It's good. But here you have to prepare yourself. You're gonna hear all of that.
Right.
Dogons.
I mean,
nomos.
I'm not, closing a blind ear to it. Yeah. Like, I don't mind listening to the information because it's all new to me. You know, like how can you turn a blind ear to new information. So I'm gonna listen to it, take it in, do my own research. But I'm not like, oh my God, flat Earth, whatever, circle Earth.
Well,
like I'm not like all into it. Like I want to know the truth. Okay, receive it, got it. You know, keep it in the back pocket.
Well,
That's
David Icke,
a dope female.
he
dope whiz.
He knows a lot of stuff. We're not going to get into flat Earth tomorrow at all, but he's going to be able to go into a lot of the reptilian stuff. Maybe that's up to you if you want to ask him
You're
that.
overthinking, AD.
No, I just know what's going to happen.
Calculating.
It's because it's David Icke. I watched all his episodes. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
He's about to go into the Matrix. He's about to expose the Matrix. That's the crazy part. He's going to tell you how this world really works behind the scenes.
Exactly. Okay.
You know what I mean? But as of today, because he's been doing that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about he's going to give us the update of where we are today, Matrix-wise, the financial system, all that, the way things are being controlled.
Well, you don't know AD. I mean, it's unpredictable. You just got to. AD's likes to say.
I watched David Icke.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, so we just got to let him flow.
You're very textbook.
He's going to
let
flow.
things flow. We Tai Chi masters.
Are you going to ask him about the queen?
Yeah, definitely.
But he might already go into it.
Oh, my goodness.
No, what AD.
He's going to flow into it.
What do you think he was?
What would you ask Santo Bonacci?
Oh, there's too many subjects. I wouldn't say anything. I would let him flow, and I would look.
That's his biggest.
I would look to the audience
Santos.
to be
we
like,
all love Santos.
I'd be like, audience, what do you want to know about? All right, I would just administrate. I'm just an engineer.
Yeah.
I'm an engineer. I don't want to interfere.
All right. When Santos came here, he didn't even. Santos was like, I said that.
Yeah.
But AD's was like, yo, because he broke down the astrology in the scriptures, which, by the way, R.I.P. Jordan Maxwell been doing that. You know what I'm saying?
It started with Jordan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm not knocking Santos. Santos got another way.
No,
they did it, but
they did an interview together. They went together on an interview and spoke about that. And Santos was like, it all started with Jordan, and Jordan went into it, and then Santos took it to the deeper level.
Jordan, I mean, Jordan just mastered it. There's a lot of master teachers out there, and teachers and people that study things, and our world is just opening up. Well, yours definitely. You know what I'm saying? Because you seeing all these different. Because you come with certain astrology, and just like certain astronomy. The Kemet, they did astronomy, and that's what I was trying to tell AD that they didn't do astrology. That got there with the Greeks. You know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Egyptians did do astrology though.
Astronomy.
They did both.
Keep saying it,
They did astrology and astronomy. Check out.
and what if I asked you to prove that?
Then I would say check out the book, The Light of Egypt by Thomas H. Burgoyne.
Everybody always run to The Light of Egypt.
The Light of Egypt by
saw
Thomas
that
H.
book?
Burgoyne. Yeah. It shows astrology going through the body. Astrology goes through the body. But yeah, Egyptians knew all about
The
that.
Light of Egypt. You read that book?
I'm still reading it. It's a big book.
Exactly.
And they don't got cliff notes for that motherfucker.
Yeah. You can't see. You don't be up at night with your glasses on your nose.
No, I don't wear glasses.
Light of Egypt.
I don't wear glasses. But here's the thing.
Now everybody always say the Light of Egypt. They run to that or
No, what was I saying? Santos went into it a lot, but to go even
watch out for
deeper-
some of them scholars too, because they found out. Oh, I'm sorry, I cut you.
Go ahead.
I want to hear this about Santos. You say he went deeper into it?
No, there's another guy who goes even deeper than Santos as far as astrotheology, and that's Bill Donahue. So people who know astrotheology, they know Jordan Maxwell.
Good to say there. I don't know.
They know Santos, but Bill Donahue, he looks like this old school like preacher.
Right.
But he breaks out the whiteboard and shows, like, this connects to your spinal cord. This is the way your kundalini works up, and that the Father returning to heaven.
Right.
And he'll show that's left brain going to right brain. That's that's crossing the Red Sea away from Egypt, because Egypt is the left brain. Like, he'll break that shit down deep right there with the whiteboard so you can understand it. Yo.
Have you ever read or heard of the Kabbalion?
I heard of it.
Yeah. Check that out. Those are some deep stuff too. Yeah, I'm just showing there's a lot of information out there.
Yeah.
And so when you just get into it, you got to take baby steps into it, because it's a
I
big
jumped
world.
head first. I jumped head first into that. Yeah.
You jump head first.
And when I was studying Santos and everything, I was like, yo, this gets like my world was getting deep in 2008.
Yeah.
And 2000, you know what I'm saying? I was already getting deep into all the study. Right. And then 2009, I was really starting to work with you more.
Right.
and you were already going into these deep lyrics, deep
Yeah.
into it. Like it was all the same realm. It was all esoteric,
Right.
esoteric knowledge. You know what I mean?
Right,
I was
right.
like,
Shout
yo,
out to
this
MLB.
is so perfect. I was like, this is exactly where I need to be because I'm already studying this stuff.
And then you feel like the universe put you in the right position so you can.
Yeah.
So everything's by divine intervention.
Automatic. Everything became so automatic. So I just flowed with it and then try to just be sharp with everything.
But then you told me I have the answers now. Remember that?
I have 10%.
The Santos, he first saw Santos, and I was
I'm-
like, Priest. This
Too
dude,
much,
shout out
right?
to Santos. Yeah, he was like, man, oh man.
Yeah.
Then he start all these new ideas and new things start, and that's a part of growing. But you never just jump head first into it. I see how you saying because you can end up being a cult follower. You know what I'm saying? You can be no for real. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. You have next thing you know, they put you putting on a garment just standing out there in the desert.
Yeah.
Version with Kool-Aid.
Yeah. You want to take everything from
This is my God.
everybody.
You mean Kool-Aid, huh?
Yeah. You got to take everything from as many sources as you can and then decipher it to yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Someone said Pisces love mysticism.
Yeah. Yeah. We're old souls. You know what I'm saying? We're the last sign of the zodiac. We're number 12. The 12th sign, 2 fish. You
I'm trying to think about that.
know what
Who
I'm
else
saying?
love mysticism? Do I know Pisces that love mysticism?
Janae Ayoko, she's a Pisces. She's
Yeah, she be singing.
she's
well.
really deep into that. So yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. I have a cousin that's she read palms.
Oh,
and
I can't do all that.
she's
Method
like
Man.
into that.
Yeah, the females can go way. The female Pisces are the most
Right.
psychic of them all,
Right.
and psychic just means strong intuition.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're the most intuitive of them all. Like they can sense things more. Us guy Pisces, we're intuitive, but we're still dudes. Like we still got testosterone. We're still like,
Right.
you know. I'm somewhat intuitive. I can sense someone's energy, but not to the same capacity that a woman would be able to because they got that natural. You know, the female chemicals. It's more bio advanced. You know, they're able to
Flow.
make people. They're people makers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they have way more chemicals that are more in tune to the universe, and that's the divine feminine.
Yeah. Wait, you ready? You ready?
There it is.
Oh, it's so much going down in the. What's the name? Ralph said his mom's Pisces moon. What? Okay, what about a Pisces moon?
I don't know nothing about
So
that.
moon is your emotions. Okay, so we
Pisces
act
emotions.
the sun sign, but we feel the moon. The moon's the way you feel, the way your core is.
Wait, so Pisces act like
No. So you're gonna act
Hold
your
your
sun
horses.
sign.
It's going to take us on a ride.
That's why no one is just one sign. Like we're all a chart. Everyone
Right.
has a chart. So your sun sign is just the way you act, the way your spirit is. The moon sign is the way you feel, the way your core is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the rising sign is like your outer crust, what people see. So with your moon being emotions, then that's an emotional person because that's Pisces and Pisces emotional energy in their moon sign. Ka zodiac obviously explains this away a lot better than
Yeah.
I do, but
He's definitely.
your moon's in Aquarius.
Yeah, my moon.
So in your core, you're able to be very like futuristic, talking about aliens in the future, and everything that is in your topics in your albums is very Aquarian. You know what I'm saying? Because you speak of the future, you speak of space, you speak of spirit. That's all Aquarius
Earth is
energy.
in space.
Just outer space stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
anything advanced, anything technical, anything of ancient, anything that's of that type of knowledge. Because Aquarians are all into learning that type of stuff. They get really deep with things, like outside the box type of stuff.
And Aquarius is water.
right.
Aquarius is air.
I thought Aquarius was
No,
water.
they're the water bearer. They bear
So
the
why
water.
would they water? Why? I just don't.
Because right after
maybe
that-
Kazo can explain that to me. Why would you bear water if you're not the water
Because
bearer?
they're holding the water that the fish go into right after. Because Pisces is the fish.
Okay.
Where the Pisces going to be? Where the
they
water
jump-
bear is, because they're right after.
So
they
who's air?
jump.
So air signs would be Gemini, Libra,
Gemini.
and Aquarius. Yeah.
All right. So my sister's a Libra. She's in the air. She's
Okay, so she's balanced.
Oh, her birthday's coming up.
16.
Ooh, okay.
And it was all about. She's like the balancer too.
She's
she
the
always
scales.
kept
It's also the
everything-
tree of knowledge, but that's in the
Hellraiser.
direction. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kathy Jones, Hellraiser.
Yeah, Libra season. Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne.
Somebody asked who.
Lil Wayne just celebrated his
Oh, he just had his? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, very artistic. Libras are super artistic. All about aesthetics.
The two. And you know what's wild because Libras are not even a man. They're not a human being or animal. They're just a
No.
thing.
just as
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They also represent justice, which is why you see like
They don't have no.
the blind lady holding the scales.
Yeah.
That's Libra. Where we get the word
So
library
they don't really have no.
or liberal.
Just the
and
energies.
also
and
in,
stuff. Wrong.
Yeah.
Make me-
Always looking for balance. They don't go too hardcore and they don't go too back.
and then also the skull represents in Egyptian when your soul passed, they put your soul and they balance it out. I forgot what god
wow.
does it.
The canal. You're going down that canal with that.
In the Egyptian, they put
we
when you're
have-
going into the passing, when
Yeah.
you pass away, they put your scale. They judge you by putting your scale, your soul on the scale.
So, hey, Rules.
Even
over
my
there.
yacht.
Yeah, Rules over there.
Hey, Ru.
Yeah, you ready?
That's like Moon Knight. Remember Moon Knight
Are
with
you
the scales?
looking up information?
What
Come up here.
Hey, Ru, what is that?
You're divine.
When the
Divine
soul
coming up,
passes
coming
and
up.
they have to put the soul on the scale. What is that called?
Let's introduce him. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, my name is Hey Roo.
Hey, Roo is up here.
I was sick to the score.
Yeah.
That's,
How you doing, my brother?
that's
yeah.
Screeching Falcon.
Yeah.
And y'all got to get back into it, to that
Even
relationship.
Throth talks
She
about
wants to
it.
know about it.
Even Throth talks about it in the Emerald Tablet.
The scales of my heart.
Yeah. Ooh.
The scales on my eyes.
Rasul, are those the same scales that we saw on Moon Knight? Remember
Yes.
okay. Oh, that
Yes.
was so awesome.
And
Moonlight.
Yeah.
Moon Knight. You ever see that?
Nah.
Oh,
Never
you
seen
like
that
that.
movie.
But I'm not gonna lie. I didn't keep it real with you. Man, I was annoyed with Moon Knight when I was watching it because when they take the comedic stories and and they just make up these crazy it's this crazy stuff they had like a giant like Sebek was fighting against Khonsu.
Right.
And Sebek was a giant, they depict it on the walls like half alligator and half hippopotamus, correct?
Right.
And then you have Khonsu, they didn't even show what he looked like. They had him as he was like a mummy, a weird looking mummy with a. It's just kind of like I liked it, but I was just kind of like they just.
But
Oh
Sue,
my
let me.
God, man.
If we was like 3,000
3,000
years ago or 4,000, and I was happening walking from Babylon or something,
Right.
or walked into and I walked into Kemet and I saw all these walls with these big birds and stuff, and I wouldn't understand it either. It's like I was seeing an alligator with a head, and I was seeing this bird. And I'm like, yo, what is these people dealing with over here? What's this bird about? And then you see all these statues hanging over you, and you're like, what the hell? What's going on here? And then somebody, knock. Well, I'm just saying, somebody comes over to you, this is our boom.
Yeah.
And then,
I know,
somebody
I'm with
tell
you.
you, there's God. And the Pharaoh sitting up there, I am God. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they're going according to how mystified they probably was back then.
Right.
Because you would trip out if you walk back into ancient Kemet and saw all those things.
I always think about that.
You was a sheep.
I'm glad you brought that up. I kind of sit back and think sometimes try to put myself back 3,000, 4,000 years ago in ancient Kemet or in ancient Sumer, right? Or the ancient
You'd be
ancient
used
world,
to it in Sumer.
right? Huh?
Yeah, I said in Sumer, you'd be tripping out too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So but how I look at it, I think that the ancient world was more sophisticated than what we thought because, I think that they were more in tune with nature. This is why that's how they built all the massive monuments and the temple complexes and the pyramids and such.
Right.
They were in tune with nature and the natural elements
Right.
of things. You know what I'm saying?
But you have to be taught that.
Yes.
You have to be taught that.
Yes.
You don't just feast to the Dogon, but you just don't walk up and then they let you like they said, they let you into the temples and then you got to study with the masters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Alexander the Greek, when he went up in there, and sorry, I'm not saying great because there's a lot
he
of things
wasn't
up there
great. He didn't
taking
do anything
out
great.
kingdoms.
He didn't do anything.
Alexander didn't do nothing great.
I know, I'm just saying, he didn't do nothing great.
Yeah,
He didn't do nothing great.
Oh, what did he?
Go ahead. When you walk into those temples, he didn't know what was going on. He had to have solutions and all these fort generals and these generals that know anything like that. You got guys that open up these books and then they put their thing on you because you need a click.
You
You
know
can't
what?
just go up in there by
You know
yourself.
what
You
happened
need a
to Herodotus when he went to the temple of On, and he sat down amongst the Kemetic priests?
Nah.
I love telling priests these stories, bro.
But tell me what happened.
The Greek went down and he sat amongst the priests, right? Not with the priests, right?
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
The Egyptian priest, right? And he asked him, Herodotus, said, tell me the secrets of ancient Kemet. The sage told him, like, tell us all of your secrets, right?
Right.
The sage told him, come back in about 20 years, maybe 30 years, and do some studying. Then ask me some questions. That's coming from the Egyptian priest that he told the Greek.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you just can't walk up in there.
You just can't be walking up in there.
So you can't just walk up in the building and think you know everything. And especially learn about a whole nother culture.
Indeed.
So what would fascinate them about that? Probably they like the women or whatever, because they got into. Egyptians were very about their look. You know what I'm saying? When I see the pictures and stuff that, we're talking about beauty and the way things look, colors, and you're talking about all type of stones. It had to be a certain shape. You know what I'm saying? They brought about a beautiful beauty complex. Like their pharaoh, even their women inside the had these long faces and wigs and stuff like that. So I took it for they were definitely heavy into their looks.
That's right.
And I think when who was that? Shaka Atmos came on. He said, "Yo, look, it was about money. It was about getting that guap back there." So back then it was like, "Yo, if you ain't looking right, if you ain't up to par," just like Rancid or who was that was here said that the Nubians were fly. They had the sneakers. And they were into the shoes and stuff like that. You just can't walk up there and just think that you could just get down without taking the customs of the people. And they're probably looking at you like, how are you God when you don't look as this? Beauty and splendor, big buildings, and you forgot your thought. Say it right. Shout out.
I got my thought. My thought.
Somebody said, I'm watching this documentary out there.
I forgot I was good. I forgot I was going.
Yeah, so people would look at it as a very vain aspect today, but when you go into the science of it, and then you learn it and say, "Oh, no, I'm gonna let y'all, because y'all two got to get back into that relationships." I got.
One thing I want to say about the ancient people of Kemet is that at one time they considered themselves the most sophisticated in the world. And they were, what people gotta understand is they were into occupying certain parts of the land in Asia Minor and also in Africa as well. Yeah. So the Nubians, people have to understand, they were different from the Egyptians.
Right.
A lot of people think that the Nubian and the Egyptians are the same. They're not. Two totally different people. You know what I'm saying? But the Egyptians had taken a lot of the Nubians into their kingdom, meaning that they would conquer them, and then they would conquer the Egyptians, and then they would conquer the Nubians. It was like a kind of a vice versa thing. They was fighting over the land and the control of the river flow, because whoever controlled the Nile, they controlled the natural resources flowing. So the two groups of people were fighting. But eventually, they did all come together. They did unite the two lands.
Right. So yeah, okay. It's history. It's history. It's history. When you look into the mind of the way that they thought, but when you get into the book, into the deepness of it, that's where it gets a little deep at. And this is why brothers and sisters, they kind of stray away from it. Mm-hmm. When you start talking about the belief system and the system, did they believe in the afterlife? Well, now we're getting deep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they believe.
Christians... All right, go ahead.
What's so interesting about the ancient world is that, sometimes we take them for granted. And we tend to say, well, how did they come up with the concepts? We're still, priests, Myeoshe, man, we're still believing off the ancient. Even if it's Christianity, Islam, or Judaism, it's still coming from the ancient world, the ancient biblical world. So we're still holding on to them traditions. Yeah.
But they call them occultic. Some of them get deep and they get into the hidden because a lot of this, there's channels and there's pockets and chambers.
Yeah.
So it goes deep because they end up calling you a devil worshiper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm being honest. It sounds funny,
no.
but it is, because when you start talking about thrones, goats, we talking about lambs, goats, bulls. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about animals, nature.
Right.
But then somehow they're in the etherical world. They're in the Ethereal world, right? So we have bulls and goats, and then they're in the astro world, in the astronomic world, the world of astronomy. They start seeing the stars. Man start looking at the stars, because he have to farm and he knows what time to have to rain. But then he starts to create stories in the stars. Right. Men created stories out of the stars, unless the stars told them that.
It could be
Either
that.
way, you could be crazy.
Yeah.
We go back to the caveman, you know what I'm saying? Or a man just walking and saying, man, the stars are telling me stories. There's wonders up there.
Yeah, people look at you like you crazy.
Yeah. But then you start creating fire.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga just made that there. Power.
Well, they say that, like, let's take, for instance, the word chemistry comes from the word alchemy, right? And when we know that it's the Greek word, you know what I'm saying, coming from alchem, right? But when you start to say, you study what the Greek meant by that, and when you're saying that to the Egyptian, when we look up the word chemistry, you're dealing with elements, mixing elements together and various different things that way. Right. So they were actually calling the Egyptian scientists by using that word chemistry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and the word you just added on. And the word you just said, elements. The word El comes from the Canaanites. Yeah. Which, if you could say the word elements is in look, rock. We don't want to go that deep.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We just up
diving into the we want to keep Myeoshe here. That's why
into the primordial waters of consciousness, man. So,
I'm there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you there? You with us here? Because you read that book. You one of those. I ain't gonna front. Myeoshe be like, I read the Chambers and the Secret. You read the Egyptian, the Light of Egypt. What is it called, AD?
The Light of Egypt by Thomas H. Burgoyne.
No, I haven't read that book.
Yeah.
I read the Emerald Tablets like 7 times.
You like that? Okay.
Don't sleep on her, yo.
And I listened to the audio.
Ah.
Yeah.
Very good.
I know about the game.
You gotta read the Kabbalion.
Yeah, and I gotta read that. I done read a lot of stuff. I know a lot of knowledge just for self-awareness.
Let me look at that, because another guy's gonna be like,
it ain't always about, like, sometimes people can get learn all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll let their ego get ahead of themselves, right? You know what I'm saying? Where they start you start to use the knowledge
Who you talking about?
Well, I ain't saying nobody's name. I'm just saying Priest know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now, me and Priest create music, videos and stuff like that to raise your consciousness, correct? But a lot of these other guys, man, they do the no disrespect to anybody, man, but the retreats cost $1,500. They selling like.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the
sea moss and all that, but now Enki came up here. Enki exposed that these guys, some of these brothers and sisters selling fake sea moss. So you gotta let the ego. You can't let the ego get ahead, and you just gotta like how Myeoshe is.
Right.
She takes the information, applies it to her life, and boom.
Remember, this is Rasul's. This is your take accountability of your thoughts.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying anything negative, but everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Because they're like, I'm trying to go on a retreat tomorrow. Well, no, you can't. Let them do their retreats.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And some people need a retreat. Some people need there's clinics. Some people we can't. I'm just saying.
Right.
There's certain people that need that. They want to eat that sea moss. Mm-hmm. The purple one too. Yeah. They want to get the sea moss. They want to let it sit for a couple of days, and let them do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what everything's baby steps. So they're not going to be advanced. Everything's a growing stage.
Yeah.
So it's like
sorry, go ahead.
Clinics just for certain people.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you can get diagnosed spiritually, right? And my whole thing is that why it gotta cost like $2,500, man? Why can't the brother buy the ticket for $500, get on the plane and go there, and he does the spiritual work, and then he can fly home and be good?
Some people may have the $25 to give it to him. Yeah, some people, you can't,
right.
There's people that's doing retreats before they start. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you got to pay for plane tickets. It might come with a lot of. It might give you a jewel. It might give you a bag full of stuff.
Nah, man, ain't nobody getting no bags, man.
You never know. Everybody
You're right.
Yeah, everybody got a different retreat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been on a few retreats. I ain't never had to pay. I'll tell you.
Well, you did. Well, you messed up your
I paid
retreat.
for my sleeping bag. I brought like food and stuff
You had
like
to bring
that.
a sleeping bag.
Yeah, because
What
we was
kind of
out.
retreat
We
you
was
went on?
out. We was like we was out in
That was
nature.
like a camping trip.
No. Well, we was really out in nature. These guys go to the 5-star hotels, man. We was really out there.
Oh yeah, that's like
The
a
retreat
camp.
I went on. Yeah, we had because
like
we was,
animals
we was,
and bears.
Well, it's
We was-
different
we was-
hard.
retreats.
It's like,
yeah.
There's different retreats. Get away for self-care. So
Right.
what retreat?
Thank you, Myeoshe.
Talking
It's
about
a different type of retreat.
Different type of retreats, Myeoshe. You know,
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
my main man.
Because you've been on. I can tell Myeoshe sounds like she's done retreats and kind of like put retreats together. You got that type of vibe. Get that
Yeah.
swag off of you. You got like a retreat swag, kind of like
Yeah, I
book
done.
of thought swag.
I have done retreats and I also been to retreats. And they're good.
Yeah,
Most meditation
on.
retreats.
I haven't been on one yet.
I've been on a few.
Yeah.
We know Rasul. And it was good.
No, it was cool. Some of them was.
But I traveled though. I got to go
Well,
to
yeah.
I've been my own little retreats.
Okay, see.
To go to like museums and stuff like that and
Mm-hmm.
look at nature and stuff. There's one nature I don't know want to talk about it because I don't want to get nobody. Now it's just there's so many places that are beautiful on the planet
Mm-hmm.
Earth.
Yeah.
We be talking about all that stuff, but the planet Earth itself is a beautiful
So
place.
what area? What places for retreat? It's
It's
a
a
lot.
lot, man. You can look that up. I mean, it's up to. I mean, if you want to canyon it out, you can go to the canyons.
Yeah.
You can go to the lakes. But when you try to go to one, try to go to a retreat where you can get that one little person. You remember when Malcolm X was, shout out to Coach, when Malcolm X was at the movie, in the movie when he go, yeah, my name's Malcolm. It was like, could you take me to the pyramids? You know when he was out there? My name's
that
Malcolm.
part.
And it was like, oh yeah, pyramids. We take it to the pyramid. Because he went out there.
Yeah.
He could have just been at the mosque all day, but he wanted to go see
wanted to
the
go see the
pyramids.
yeah.
I bet you it's very humbling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, hopefully we can
Yeah.
get to go next year.
I seen some cathedrals. They have some even I don't care what anybody say. I hate the Greeks. They got some cathedrals out there, some statues. That's humbling also. Like,
Wow.
wow. Even though where they get it from. You know what I'm saying? But Michelangelo and Leonardo, they might have wore a dress. That's still what's the name? Not knocking nobody, but they chiseled some things up there. Give them a little chisel and a hammer and let them get at it.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably had a lot of Coach laughing. They probably had a lot of I like what you said, Mother Nature. They probably had a lot of architects that didn't get their recognition. We still don't know who made some of those. Like the person, he probably was bragging of the person that had something to do with the Sphinx.
Mm-hmm.
What the
The Sphinx.
Oh.
We never heard of that family. They probably was named after the Sphinx. But they probably put a little chisel on there. It probably lasts a couple of thousand years, but that's a long time.
Yeah. Monument's been there for thousands and thousands of years.
One pharaoh could not see that. We don't even think about that, but that's for the after hour part. I mean, that's for the after hour podcast.
after hour?
Yeah, the Podcraft. There's two type of Podcraft. Somebody said she was the first either. Yeah, they have. Somebody said turtle power. What is that, Turtle Island?
What's turtle power?
I don't know.
I think those are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey, do you? I know.
I mean,
It's
they
like-
are heroes in a half shell, so therefore, ergo, turtle power.
Right. So tell us about what you learned from the Book of Thought.
Oh wow, I can go real deep. So
Okay.
I'm laughing because I don't be trying to talk on my knowledge. No, but
Oh, okay. You need to refrain from that. Some of that now. I mean, hold it.
You know, 'cause I could go
She
real
about, to, she
deep.
about to go in right now.
Yeah, I could go real deep. Like, you know, so I don't know what to talk about the emerald tablets. Like, which part is so much, you know?
Start from in the beginning.
No. In the beginning, he just basically talks about, you know, when you read this book, you know,
In the beginning.
you're going to have to read it over and over because what you see the first time, you're not going to see the second time. And what you see the second time, you're going to understand the first time. No,
First you don't succeed.
yeah.
Back it up and try it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but have you guys read the Emerald Tablet, though?
No.
No.
Yeah, I've read it.
You read it? What's your thoughts on it? It's not something like I think it's a lifetime book. I believe it's magical spells in it too.
Well,
Low key.
I've read it, and it comes off.
It's different, but it's
very
different.
similar. It's very similar to the
To the right.
Get closer to the mic,
Oh,
Russ.
I'm sorry. In my opinion, it's kind of like very similar to the Kabbalion, but yet it's expressing more about where Tahuti, where he came from, and they're making Tahuti more of an ancient, like he's more ancient than he didn't even come from Egypt. In that book, they saying he's coming from Atlantis, and they saying that he, you know, what I mean, you know,
But it's different. It's different versions of the Emerald Tablet too.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yes, yes.
So it's different writers. Some people
different
give,
writers.
you know.
So
One at a time.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, one at a time.
No, he can go.
We didn't even hear what you had. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
No, I want him to finish.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just that sometimes when authors now they say that this is not a lot of scientists kind of debunk the Emerald Tablets and say that it's not an actual writing from ancient Kemet, right? Who knows? I don't know, right? So there's a lot of controversy with that book, but what I will say is that it's a good read. You know what I'm saying? It's just that sometimes I get a little weary about, like, you know, when they start talking about Tahuti, you know, we knowing that Tahuti coming from ancient Egypt, and we stick to what's written on the walls and written in stone. So when people want to bring forth other theories and writing, they, you know, it's nothing wrong with that. You know, I actually like you know, a lot of people try to debunk it, but I actually like the Emerald Tablets of Tahuti. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good read.
It is a good read. I just like it to, you know, sharpen my wisdom.
Indeed.
One of my favorite quotes of the Emerald Tablet is when Throff says, "Wisdom is power, and power is wisdom. One with each other, perfecting the whole." Like, that's always been my favorite quote of the Rasul. So my thing is to gain wisdom and understanding. I believe reading that book over and over again, it gives me a different compass to my life. And when you read it, it's a different view for different people, a different roadmap, you know, to maneuver through this thing called life. And it's also giving you an experience as well. I never read the Kabbalah. I do want to read it.
It's Kabbalion.
Yeah, the Kabbalion. I never read it. I do want to read it, but I read the Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna, the Aquarian of Jesus, and
Okay.
you know.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I
Now,
take all the knowledge and wisdom from it.
Right. Now, an average person who's not open-minded will consider that heresy. They would consider
Yeah, that's
that-
what I'm like talking about, because people are like, oh, you do this, but I'm not conformed to nothing. I'm non-denomination. Like, I like to read it for my knowledge and my understanding, like, you know, to take what I need. And I respect each and everybody's religion.
But the problem is they don't. And that's
And
not,
they don't.
That's the problem. It's like when you step outside of the norm, and it's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you begin to grow. Even in the story of Moses, for him to catch on more of his knowledge, he left.
Yeah.
He went to the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? They said he went to the mountains, the mountaintop. You know, there's always a mountain involved there. And now you look up Jordan, R.I.P. to Jordan Maxwell again. I know he referred to Mount Sinai as sin.
Yeah.
The Mount Sinai, it comes from the word sin. And I thought that was very interesting when he broke that down, because a lot of people, like the prophets, were born up in the mountains, but they did things that wasn't normal, weird. I like to talk about things like that.
Yeah.
You know, just say things that like we was talking about Gabriel before, and there's a lot of
No,
I know you locked in.
I thought somebody was asking a question.
All right, yeah. But you know, like Gabriel, when we talked about Gabriel, we talked about certain there's certain other people that's in the scriptures that we don't know nothing about them.
Right.
And then or they beginning and why all the prophets go to mountains. What was the
I was
mountain
just
about?
about to say at the top.
But when you got people that research things and going deeper, they have theologians that open it and not take it at face value, because there's different ways. There's at one time the world was different. It was just stories.
Right.
They believed just stories, and that's the way it was. And then there's a phenom that came on. Somebody said, "Yo, let's research and go there." Then people started taking pilgrimages and wanted to see what they were actually talking about, the ancients, and then the world changed. Just like the internet changed the world from whence we came. You know what I'm saying? So the internet started making it, even though it was inside of our minds, it was and it was inside of nature. Talk about the mycelium before, about the ecosystem and how they have their own thing. So we started changing. People started changing and started going into.
Indeed.
So I'm just adding on to the bill of what you said, because people would judge you, and I don't want you to feel a certain way. That's what religion does. It binds you and not researching and striving for your better, because it's about a ruler, a dictator. And that's not what the spiritual is about. It's not about being a dictator. Everybody who's searching for knowledge is their own God. You are responsible for your own actions and for what you do and for what you learn. And what you add to the collective is a part of you. But it's the body that we all resonate with. Like the sun and the different of the planets. So don't ever feel like you bound. If you feel like you bound down, then maybe you're in the wrong place.
Absolutely.
At the wrong time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
For real. Yeah. For real. And like you said, so even bringing it back to the retreats, there are people that start those that'll get you involved, and next thing you know what I'm saying, you just drinking a coconut and you shaved all your hair off, and you're not really getting nothing out of it, because it's all a part of a system. You know what I'm saying? To get religion, that's why a lot of people are turning more alternative in these days.
Yeah, I believe that. I just believe
so
that.
we're not here to judge you.
No, no, I know. So
open up, sister. Tell us about the.
No, like for instance, when my dad is the one that introduced me to Hinduism. He the one that introduced me to Hare Krishna.
And he was a preacher.
And my dad was a preacher, Baptist, but he was very open-minded. He understood it was different, paradoxes to this. So he the one that introduced me to Hinduism, and I used to chant Hare Krishna. And I used to work at LAX, and it was a lady there. Her name was Dermy, and she was Hindu. So one day I walked up to her and I just started chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Right.
She went crazy. She went bananas because she couldn't understand. Of course, a black girl, chanting Hare Krishna. I knew about Hare Krishna. I was talking to her about the stories. Yeah, and it brought us closer, and it had her see me in a different light, black people in a different light, and we were able to have a conversations. So sometimes you learn in a religion, because I believe.
Did you just go up to her and just start speaking?
Yeah, I just went up to her and blew her out the water like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
That's kind of racist. What if she told you she was a Christian?
No, that wasn't racist. No, I
was just saying you walk up to her because she had a Hindu on there.
Yeah, she had a Hindu, and her name was Dermy.
Oh, I just wear this. I'm Christian. How you doing? My name is.
I would have felt very crazy and embarrassed.
I'm just joking.
No, but she went crazy. She went nuts, and that she invited me over. I met her family. Like that's my family till today. Like just off the simple fact of me understanding their religion and their beliefs. And also when I start tapping into different aspects of life, it deepened my spirituality. It heightened, my life. I felt like learning different aspects of ancient history, it enlightened me more, so and I went from Hindu to Buddhism, so, and I like I used to chant Namyo Renge Keicho, so it's different things for different people. I do it all. I do what's best for me. I believe I take this as a buffet. Because I used to be Baptist and really into that, but I understand that you have to tap out of that. I wasn't growing in that aspect, but to me, religion is like a buffet. You go around, you take what you like, you put it on the plate, and whatever doesn't serve you, you leave it right there. And if you want to come back to it and put it back on your plate, you can, and it's always dessert. So that's how I picture it.
Some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you
You
did.
tap into it. And shout out to rest in peace, Dr. Abalaji. He the one that tapped me into metaphysics and told me about that. So
He said, hold up. She heard that name. She just dropped. I told you were pushing. She be dropping those names. That was fire. What's his name?
Dr. Abalaji.
Dr. Abalaji?
Yeah. He the one that taught me about metaphysics and the negative forces and all that.
Don't sleep on Myeoshe. I told you she'll be dropping it. And it'll come out just out of here and there. It's like, told you about, you never knew she done metaphysics, right?
I know a lot.
Yeah.
I know different language
Don't let it
too.
fool you.
Catch me on a good day.
Wow.
Yeah, so I
That's
just, just being spiritual aware, spiritual conscious.
So,
And I'm glad, it was kind of like the Alchemist. Like things were happening in my life, and I felt like God's spirit wanted me to meet these people and and understand these different and enter this different knowledge to better my life. And that's who I am today. It was a journey,
super.
That's awesome, man. They probably was had some real bomb food too, didn't they? When you went over there to eat.
Oh yeah, of course.
I used to eat with the Hare Krishnas all the time.
Of course, they have good food.
I used to go to the little
They do
thing
that.
the
Curry.
No, what they have every Friday. They always come out Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Well, I didn't do it
Well, they
on
gonna get upset
Friday.
with you, so because they don't want you to just come there to eat their food. It's like,
No, they would bring us over there. We was little kids,
Now,
yo.
I used to go to, if anybody know that's really from LA on Slauson, it was a black guy, Mr. Wisdom. And he was a black guy, and
what's his name?
Mr. Wisdom.
Damn.
Mr. Wisdom.
That's hard.
Yeah, and on Crenshaw, it's still there. It's a sign that says Mr. Wisdom.
Yeah, I think that's all-
And it said Hare Krishna. My dad introduced me to him. I used to go there every Sunday, and they do their little Hare Krishna, their little thing, and we'll read out the Bhagavad Gita and some Christian thing. And then afterwards, we would fellowship, and it would be different people there, black, Hispanics, or whatever. But yeah.
Who did you play with when you was growing up? It's different because you're like a spiritual.
I was by
energy.
myself. I played by
loner.
myself. I was a loner. I'm a Leo, so I was
that's
very
crazy.
introvert. growing up.
Yo, because you don't meet too many, girls that's like that. Because you said in your humble beginnings, you was talking to all these masters, these ascended masters, Mr. Wisdom, and what's the other name?
Dr. Abalaji.
See, those are journeys.
Yeah, it was like the Alchemist. Like some of the people that introduced me to these people, I have met once and never seen them again.
Wow.
Literally. So how I met Dr. Abalaji, I was at Mr. Wisdom.
Stop there.
Abalaji. Rest in peace. He's the ascended master now.
Right.
But I met him through a colleague, a guy I met at the Christian thing on Sunday. He was like, dude, you be here on Sundays? He was like, you need to meet Dr. Abalaji. I'm like, who is Dr. Abalaji? What he teach? He's like, metaphysics is way deeper than this. I think you should learn. I'm like, okay, well, tap me in. Met Dr. Abalaji and never seen that guy again in my life. And then me and Dr. Abalaji, I used to go to Dr. Abalaji house 3 times a week, and it was real deep. You went in his house and he have words all over his house, and it was knowledge, and he would just make me read from the beginning all the way to the end, and that's how I spent my day with him.
My cousin, she does that. Her name's
Really?
cousin Kim. She has a bunch of positive words that's all around.
Yeah,
it's
he
kinda
wrote.
dope.
He wrote books. It used to be like different things, and then afterwards, he would always tell me, "Whatever you do, walk in beauty." Like when I would leave him, he'd be like, "Don't engage into negative forces." He always believed in like detach yourself from anything negative. Anything negative, detach yourself. And before I would leave, he was, don't ever forget to always walk in beauty. So that's something that I always embedded in my heart, to always walk in beauty and grace. So,
No doubt.
yeah.
He said, never forget.
Walk in
Can't even
beauty.
finish it. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
That was Dr. Avalaji. Seriously, that was my
Some
dope.
of them, man. And he didn't give you nothing to drink, though, right?
Oh, tea. Tea. It was always tea.
Uh-huh.
Tea. And I used to be like, Dr. Avalaji, the tea you make is nasty.
Wow.
And he used to be like,
you felt you were straight, though.
yeah, I was straight. And he was just very organic, turmeric. I learned about things I didn't know with him, like how turmeric kill cancer, kill any infection in you. Like he taught me about the herbs, and I learned like a lot within 2.5 years, 3 years.
Yeah, because you got to watch some of those. Because they be over there. They give you something to drink and stuff. No,
Here you go.
No, because there's a lot of dirty men. I'm just.
Well, yeah, you know, Priest.
There's a lot of
And
cats.
don't you start, because you like that.
What?
You like starting. You like starting.
Well, these guys, you know.
Yeah, here you go.
They might slip give you a roofie. What they call a roofie? You know, you gotta watch out for kids like this.
Yeah,
the spiritual pimps, man.
Spiritual pimps.
No,
They real. They exist. The spiritual pimp.
Right. I said Dr. Avalaji. Thank you, Divine.
It seems as though that you was a real student, a real neophyte of the craft. So you took what you learned and you actually walked.
Jazz is like Jello pudding.
Always. I'm always taking my jams.
You took the information in, and now you're applying it. Now you're applying it in your life. See, that's what cats got to do.
Yeah, so I'm not into any religion, to throw it out there. I'm multi-dimensional, like some of you guys said. I'm very in tune, and I'm just a spiritual being having a human experience. That's how I like to have it. My religion is love. If God is love, then that's what I want to represent.
Now let me just say this, because a lot of I see. I saw when you said that, your head glowed a little bit. But let me just say this about it. No, for real. Now, when you say that, what's heavy about that is because a lot of women are watching you,
Right.
and that's deep. So when you think you're not touching anybody, you could just be touching people at a home and just chilling or anywhere, and that's going to look at that and say, "Man, I could do the same thing."
Right.
So there's some positive in that. There's power in that energy too, because if we have more our sisters that look into that type of direction and be different, and there's a lot of people out there that's loners, and they're loners and they think something's wrong with them because they're not accepted amongst the crowd. But there's a power from this sister in being a loner.
Yeah.
There's a special, and I'm using it as an example if you don't mind. There's something about being a loner, and your mind's, there's nothing wrong with you. There's something special about you, and in that special, we get to see it. So when people looking at you, don't feel like, oh man, what they keep looking at me for? I'm strange. They could be just seeing the light that's in you, and they're attracted to it. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so passive aggressive and weird. You know, I'm not telling you. I'm just saying, just take in the light and love yourself a little bit more. If we can say anything and we can learn anything from Sister Myeoshe, is that light, that type of light attracts other beings.
Absolutely.
So we just want to give you a little clap in it.
Well,
You know, retrograde, so I'm not gonna give my clap. But that's for you, though. That's for you. That's your girl. Thank you, Myeoshe. I mean, it's because you kind of like help me out. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you affect when you say things that way, and I love it. And I speak for a lot of people that's out, because you have to say, AD, we helping you out too, right? AD probably had to. Nah, your music, I mean, what you do is what you do.
yeah.
And so we like that. Everybody's here to learn and get it up. Okay, this for you. Read that. Agree? You yeah, I think.
It's not for
Hare
me.
Krishna. It said, this is hybrid cipher. Got 2 plates from Hare Krishna. Gave 1 to. It's
Oh, he went on Sloss and got 2 plates from the Hare Krishna. Gave 1 to a nice refugee. Oh, okay, that's
okay.
nice. And that's hybrid cipher.
What's up with these plates, man? Hey.
That got me thinking about.
It's like vegan
Thinking
food.
about.
Is
You
it
love
banging?
Priest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's just like Indian food, man. It's not.
Is it just like yeah? All
It's
right,
just
okay.
no meat. No meat.
Come on, Vine. I think Vine's ready.
Am I ready?
Yeah, Divine Truth in the building. Want to add on to the cipher? This is gonna be an amazing build. Somebody said spiritual roofie. Nope. Spiritual, they will slip something up in there.
Roofie. They get you. You got to watch out for cats like this.
Shout out to Danny. Oh, Dave. I want to say Dave Flores.
The more from birth.
Hey, peace.
Peace. What's good?
Peace. A universal language right there. I know you're gonna add on to we just building right now. See?
Yeah, I see. Getting deep.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep. I know it's we don't went past so many things, but we're gonna go back to it. You know, the growth and being inspired is great behind it and stuff like this. The sister was sharing her experience, and then Sue would come in. What?
Hey, Rue.
I ain't do nothing.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rue.
we
What did I do this time?
You would share your experience. No, I didn't say you did
Oh,
anything.
okay.
I said everybody just because I'm in a good mood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah, stuff like that.
Very good.
See, y'all was talking about relationships.
All positive. All positive.
Yeah. That was that was you and her. Yeah, I got into it a little bit, but she slowly.
Well,
Shout
you
out to
know-
my man Katia too.
I agree
Okay.
with Myeoshe here to an extent.
On what? Agree with me on what?
What you were saying about the relationship.
Oh, what I said about relationships.
No, the woman is got to be somewhat of the backbone to the woman or whatever. I mean, we go out and we hunt and we bring the money in, we bring the food in, and you know what I mean. So you was exactly right about that.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying like men. That's not what I was saying. I was saying in relationships or, a monogamous relationship, some men will have their women play the forefront of their business because they understand that their women is very feminine. She looks pretty. She would get more out of it than if he was in the forefront. And I said some men are very confident in that they don't mind they want their women to be the forefront. I have a couple of homeboys that are truck drivers.
Right.
They say that industry is very competitive, very, racist, and they have their women calling to, get the packages. They have sometimes they have their women pulling up in the trucks. Just to put them in the forefront so they can get the bread, but the man is the one that's operating the operation, if that makes sense. So I was just saying some men does that.
I can agree with that to an extent.
I can see how with different situations you have
Right.
roles to play.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you understand what I'm
now,
saying?
But as long as the man like as far as how I was raised and how I was taught, as long as the man is the foundation,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? As long as things can be built on, as long as he's the foundation, there's definitely roles to play. Like, I'll give you a good for instance. Like he said, I'm more of a breadwinner. I'm more of a person who brings dough in, but I'm not good at, paperwork.
Right.
So I would let my female do all the paperwork and let her handle all that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's definitely roles to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with different situations, there's different roles.
Yes, absolutely. And that's all I was saying. Like in relationship and a man and woman, like some roles have to be switched. Just gotta play along to get along.
Yeah,
And
not every. I agree with you. Some men out here, right? They don't want they wives. Some men, right? They don't even want their wives really working at a job because they might, some of us think that, not me, but
some people see your wife is working at the Target, especially she's a pretty girl. She's working wherever she's working. You know, you're opening up the chambers for guys to be hollering at your chick all the time. So a lot of the times, right, men that say, you know what, you don't work, you don't need to work, stay home, do your hobbies, whatever you do, I'm going to bring the bread and you don't need no job. A lot of the times, you know, and I kind of somewhat agree with that. Not all the way agree with it, but I do agree with it.
But why do you agree? Why do you agree with that? In your, I'm just saying in your idea.
Well, you don't want your wife or your girl you out there that you really in with like that, and you know she's working at a club or one of these, you know.
You said
stuff like
you
that.
just said Target. No,
Target too. Target too. You know how many chicks I pulled at Target?
You want to go there?
I'm just saying. Target got some nice joints. You go to Target, you see some bad joints in Target.
How many chicks have you pulled at Target, Rasul?
In Atlanta?
We're not talking about Atlanta. We're talking about California. We're not talking about past tense. We're talking about present.
I haven't really pulled too many chicks out here at Target, right? You know what I mean? But in Atlanta, I was bagging them.
At Target.
Yeah.
At Target.
Yeah.
Okay, now why wouldn't you want your chick to work? Are you going to be taking care of your chick if you ain't allowing her to work?
Well, of course you had to. I'm not saying I would do that.
Well, you just said, hold on, pause.
I just said I agree with some of it.
No, pause. Divine, didn't he just say?
Yeah, that's what you said, Ron.
Thank
What
you.
I said.
This man just said live that if it was him, he agreed to some effect that he wouldn't have his chick
Yeah,
working.
I said agree to
Now,
some
ladies,
effect.
if your man is not having you working, he best to be taking care of you.
Yeah.
Now, Rasul, you don't want your woman to work, and it's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying I don't want her to work.
Now-
That's not what I said.
That is what you.
You just don't want to
I
work
said,
at
yo,
Target.
You
just
just-
I
don't wanna
said
work
I
at Target.
agree with some of the things.
No, you said if I was
How about Taco Bell?
Rasul.
Taco Bell, yeah, you know, cats. There don't be too many wild. Nah, no Taco. Well, yeah, you know, get a job at like, you know, the library or something. Like
Why
that.
would you want her to work at a library? Why?
Yeah, because not too many cats going in there like that.
So
Like,
you
it ain't-
worried about cats talking to your girl? So that's why you want her.
No. It's
You
not
just
really.
said it.
I'm just saying, in some aspects, men don't want their girls working at certain jobs because it kind of opens it up.
All right, so you wouldn't want your girl to base her employment on her intelligence.
Yeah.
You,
I mean,
you want her to base it on her availability to men.
It depends on
Men having
no.
availability
It
to her.
depends on. Listen, I don't have a girl, right? I don't have a girlfriend at the moment.
Okay.
All right, so it depends on the woman. Like if the woman has a prestigious job, like for instance, like a teacher or something like that, then that's acceptable, right?
Are you
But
sure?
yeah, because you can't be at that job acting crazy. Cats
what
trying to
about
holler,
the
the
other-
principal
what about
trying to
the-
holler at
But
you.
how
so,
you know?
yeah.
But what's the difference between she's working at a school and it could be the principal could be a male, the other teachers and colleagues that at the
Indeed.
school could be a
Indeed.
male that could holler at that has
single father.
more knowledge and degrees maybe than you have than she have. So what's the difference from her than a school from Target to the club? I'm not understanding. It's still gonna be guys around her that wants to talk to her.
Indeed, that is a great analogy. But you know, and you know, a lot of us as men, we control that situation at hand. So I understand. I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
I wanna
agree
go
with some of
back.
the aspects you say. I'm just saying there's a lot of brothers out here that they wouldn't be doing that.
I'm not talking about them brothers. We talking about Rasul,
talking-
Heru,
Yeah,
the God
I
himself.
wouldn't mind my girl working at Target.
You ladies.
I wouldn't prefer her to work at Target. Because,
Ladies.
you know,
Walmart.
Because you know, but Walmart, yeah, I mean, you know, it's all good. Because you might be in the back. You might be in the back packing boxes or something like that. You know what I mean?
This is where you want your girl.
No, I'm not saying I want her to work at
You
Walmart.
wouldn't mind her working.
I would if she worked at Walmart. I wouldn't mind that.
Cause she in the back packing
She in
boxes.
the back, you know what I
and
mean?
can't
She
nobody
packing the
see her.
boxes, she getting the PlayStation 5s and all that ready. She doing her thing, man. She in the back. She's in the back.
So you know if you date Rasul, he's gonna try to control you.
No,
He don't
no,
want you to
no,
be seen. He wants
no.
you in the back.
Yeah,
In the back with the boxes, packing boxes. That's what
It's
Rasul
safe
wants.
back there.
But
I don't know. There might be some dudes back there helping her out. Like, yo,
It's gonna be
Yeah,
dudes helping her load
It's just
the
me
truck.
and you back
Who's
here.
the loader?
Listen. If she with me, she know what time it is.
What time it is?
So
if
then
a
where
chick
does
with
it
the
matter-
guard,
then
she
why
know what
does
time it is.
Then why does it matter where she
was?
works?
Talking about, I'm just
Well,
building. I'm
if
just building with
that's the
Myeoshe.
case-
Yeah, and
I'm just building. I'm just talking. I don't, you know, I got
See,
my.
that's-
If that's the case,
You
then
got
where
what?
does it matter where she works?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
There we go.
No.
There
Rasul.
we go. There we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rasul.
Go ahead. Proceed. You got a question?
Yes. So, if this is your girl
Right.
working at Target or
Indeed.
in the back, you'll be good with that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I may not like it or whatever, or you know, but I would have to deal with it. You know,
So
what I mean?
you don't want you just don't want your woman to be seen at all.
Yeah, I wanted to be seen. Why would I would not want to see?
'Cause you don't want her to go to
see
work.
Nah, well, we're talking about men who don't like they.
We talking about
woman.
you.
No, I'm good. She can work. She can work.
She can work
Yeah,
And
anywhere.
be seen? And be
And be
seen?
seen.
Okay.
But let me say this: she got to look a certain way.
Oh my God, I'm so confused.
Cause it's like, you know how you see a sister, right?
Mhm.
And you're like, oh man, she looks beautiful. She carries herself in a certain manner. She's modest. So she had to be modest. You working in them places like that, and you with me just dress modest. So the dude is not really looking at you.
So what you want her like a Muslim? You want her covered up?
Ain't gotta cover up all that, you know. Like,
I mean,
but
if she
just
got on
wear
jeans-
modest,
if
just
she
wear
got-
modest clothes.
If she have on
the
jeans-
workers at Target, they got uniforms. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do got uniforms. Yep, they got uniforms. I would agree with that.
So are you gonna work too while your girl's working?
Of course.
Okay. You gonna bring her lunch?
Bring her lunch? Or, yeah, maybe sometime we'll bring her lunch. Maybe, but you know, I'm out there with the wolves in the jungle, the concrete jungle. You know what I mean? I may not be able to get over there like that.
Okay, what concrete jungle and wolves you out here?
I'm just saying, you dealing with the business people and stuff. Men deal with that. They got to go out and make the money. So I may not be able to run all the way over the Target, depending on where it's at. It's to drop you off your tuna fish sandwich or whatever.
Tuna fish.
I like
Or
the way
some
he
wings.
just want his woman to work at Target and Walmart. Not saying there's anything wrong with that.
I don't want my
but
girlfriend to work
Target?
at Target. Well, I said I don't mind
He doesn't want
girl
her to be seen.
working at. Nah, she could be seen. I don't want you guys. We're just talking about men that's like that.
We talking about Rasul and he's like that, ladies.
No, I'm
He's
not.
like
No, I'm not.
But-
I'm not like that. I'm not controlling at all.
He said he
No, I'm
doesn't mind.
It doesn't.
I don't mind.
Shorty, I don't mind.
I don't mind.
Hey,
And he don't mind you working.
working at Target.
But is he gonna take care of you?
That's what I'm going. Why you asking these kind of
It's
questions like I
the
wouldn't take care of
market.
my girl? Yo?
Okay.
What you talking about?
Okay, so if your woman wants
Can't
to
get
stay at
personal.
home,
This is just.
Yeah, man.
No.
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it because it is since we want to talk
If
about
you
men.
got a girlfriend, you
No.
have to take care.
We
of
talking
your-
about you, Rasul.
Yes,
One-
I would
one at a
take.
time.
Yeah.
One
You
at
think
a
I
time.
wouldn't take care of my girl?
Yeah, so if you
Oh,
didn't
you
want to
crazy.
work, if you didn't want her working,
Yeah,
you
I would
would
have to
stand
pay
at
for
home.
everything.
You gonna pay for everything? Because
Well,
you
yeah.
always be saying
Well,
that
she
these
can.
women
Here's
need
the
to do
thing.
this.
Here's the thing, right? She can work from home too. There's a lot of sisters out there that work from home. Like there's one sister that I know, right? She's a baker. She bakes, you know what I mean? She makes her cakes, her cupcakes, and all that, right? And then she has like a catering business, right? She has the menu. She has an Instagram page. She has a website, so people buy her stuff from off her website. She delivers the package right to them.
Who is this girl?
Some of my sisters that I know. So
Right.
you know, that's dope. You know what I mean? And kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just throwing it out there to say, you know, I don't want y'all to be thinking like, oh, I don't want my girl to work. You can work.
I'm just coming. I just need to upgrade. I'm just coming back in there. What's going on?
You heard
Target?
what was said.
Yeah, but I wasn't a part of it. Yeah, Rasul.
Or let Divine talk.
So all right. So what did he say?
No, let Divine talk.
Rasul basically he wants his female to work, but he don't want her to be available to men. He don't want men to be able to have readily availability to them at her place of employment.
Okay,
So
but that's kind of hard.
Oh hell!
It was kind of just a thought, like, you know, I was just saying, like, you know, like some men out there are like that.
Not men. They talking about you.
but now
Oh, me, I know I'm not like that.
You're not. So that's what
not
we was
like
talking about, though, right? That's what we was talking about.
Yeah, but I had said, you know what I mean? I was saying that.
So that whole conversation you was talking about yourself, you was talking about somebody else?
I was talking about the other brothers out there that deal with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And Myeoshe right here.
No.
Myeoshe.
She asked you a question about
she
you.
asked me
and
a
you
question.
started talking about other people.
Well,
Yeah.
I said
that's
that.
exactly
Yeah. All right, but she tried to use the gypsy switch on me and try to say that.
you know what your heroine's a gypsy switch. What's the gypsy switch?
Gypsy switch is when you change the subject matter and push it on the individual. You just switch it around. Because I did say this. This is what I said. I said, yeah, I said, kind of, sort of, I'm like that. I'm not like them guys, really.
Like what guys?
Like the guys that, that don't want their wives working.
Oh, so you introduced guys into the subject.
Like,
So she was asking about you, but you introduced
But I kind
other
of,
guys.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to do that because I'm not totally like those brothers. I do want my wife. If I had a wife, I
But
would want her to work.
But you do acknowledge that you introduced these other guys because she was wanting to know about you. But you had somebody else. You introduced the other characters into the conversation. These guys. And who are these guys? Are these the guys that work and talk to your girl?
I mean,
Peace, we go to jobs to talk to other people's girls.
I'm curious.
No,
'cause-
I'm not saying it like that.
Or regular guys, probably.
But go ahead.
Yeah,
AD.
I'm just learning about. I hear so much about the Islam religion. Do you know what I mean? Don't they allow 4 wives? Right? You can have like many wives.
You got like 4 up to 4.
That is interesting.
But
Why
you
not
got to
5?
be able to. You can if you can afford it.
Before is like
For a standard,
common.
Really just 2.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Basically.
saying?
Two
Like
wives.
two wives. Like
Damn.
you won't see a Muslim brother out there with no 3 wives if he can't take care
Unless
of
he's
them.
got a lot of money.
Yeah. Now if you see a brother with like 4 or 5 wives,
you talking about like a baller, like a cat that's out there that got like 4 or 5 girls.
I don't know how it's a lot of these Muslim brothers are today. You know what I'm saying? I can't really speak on other people, but back then
You just
when
did.
I'm just telling you how when I speak about these Muslim brothers, they wasn't ballers, they owned businesses and stuff like that. So you had to actually be wealthy or some kind of entrepreneur to have like 4 wives. But how you gonna take care of 4 people like that? So you gotta have money. And most of the times, the brothers that did have 4 wives, they had a couple of
So
dollars.
people who got money can take care of more than one girl.
Yes, one.
People, not Muslims, just people.
Yeah, I mean, you can
I ain't
add
gonna
that
lie,
too.
I ain't
You can
gonna lie.
add that to
I
people
agree
too.
with you, man.
But
I agree. It's like it was a time where where men took care as many women as they could afford.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to say. It was no set number.
Right.
Not
But
that I
now,
know
I was
of.
saying
It
it
wasn't
was-
like no 2 or 4. No
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
It was like
But I was saying it's not
took
just
on as many as
Islam.
you can afford.
Yeah,
you was talking about just
And,
in general.
hold on, and at one time, I don't know if it was Islam or I don't know if it was an African, or if it was African, but like when men went out to hunt, like or they went to war,
Right.
If I lost my life, you know what I mean. It was a person's brother, like his brother. It was his responsibility
Right.
to take on his wives
Right.
and his children.
Right.
Because during those days, no wife went without a husband and no child went without a father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not mathematically sound to even think to have one man, one wife.
Right.
That's why monogamy would never truly work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not mathematically sound. It's more women born than men.
Right. But
That's
okay,
it. That's just
what I was saying is not, but that's not just catering to one religion. That was just human being. That's all I was
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
It's
that's-
just
yeah.
man and woman.
Yeah, that was just living. Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't know if it was a religion. You know, it was just like a
It's
religion.
a survival. Yeah, survival thing. Like a survival and a normacy. That's the way the world was.
That's the way the world was.
Yeah, you had
monogamy. I believe monogamy was a trick because when European people took over, they decided I only want to take care of one wife, and I want to be able to just fuck the rest. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna marry this one and take care of her.
Right.
The rest of them I'm gonna fuck. See, back before then, you couldn't be out there having sex unless you could afford to marry that woman.
Wow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you couldn't have sex unless you could afford them.
Yeah, you couldn't afford
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah, if
right.
you couldn't afford, you had to take on a family that you could afford.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Grown man status.
So you couldn't just be going out here doing what you wanted to do. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
If you wanted to have more than
Headed
one
to
wife, you had to
Quaker.
be able to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Quaker Oaks. I'm headed to the Oaks. Headed to the Oaks. Where all George Washington's gonna be up in the house tonight. Maybe Yo, Franklin and them niggas gonna be word. I wonder how they strip clubs was back then. For real.
Yeah, they was getting it in.
Yeah, they was with slaves.
They were more just like brothels.
Yeah, brothels, right? T.
There might-
Yo, you got
It's a
some tea.
question.
Huh?
And Shannon says, can the woman take on multiple husbands though?
No,
Because you wait, I want to. Yeah, this is a good question because nowadays you have women that are very
Yeah.
that
Modern, yeah.
have different ideologies and feel like, well, if a man can do it, why I can do it? So can a woman have?
the only thing that I guess if she can find men that can submit to her as the ruler, as the number one, I guess if she can find that, then I guess then that's cool. But I know me as a man, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like I would have to be, you know what I'm saying? I would have to be the king. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It's only one king. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because when I say I'm going this way and he say, no, we going that way, she going to have to decide. You know what I mean? So
She gonna have to decide between you and the other man.
Yeah. You know, if this king say, no, we going west, and that king say, no, we going east, what's she going to do?
Gonna have to choose up, but I'm just saying you have women out here that thinks like men too. Like,
Can I
well,
help? Can I
That's what I'm
Can I
saying.
come in?
I want to get my own too. Like, you know,
If you
like,
have a woman
Can I cut?
who will find men who will submit to what she say,
Yeah.
that she said when she say we going west, and they say okay,
Right.
well, not like
that's the-
not like trying to lead them, but just like, you know, fuck
That's
around
just
with them.
having multiple sugar
yeah,
sugar
having
daddies.
multiple niggas. Like, why can't I have them?
All right, here it goes.
That's sugar
Can I
daddies.
answer that? Can I try my best to answer? There's a pregnancy risk.
Okay, but it's a pregnancy risk with men going out having sex with multiple women. It's
But for
also
a
a
woman
sexually
that's
transmitted
wives,
disease,
yeah,
if
that-
you want to say that.
But not if they're all their wives. If there's a woman out there that's just boom, 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 what happens when if she gets pregnant? Because and then who's the father? And you got a situation. That's just my answer.
But I'm just saying, I'm speaking for the women that feels like
Hey, that's just we're different.
no,
Okay.
I,
We're just
like,
different.
I have
add
friends
on to
that
it.
are into the poly thing,
Poly,
right?
right.
And I have a couple that now they done got into this thing, and I'm a woman like, well, I want men. Like, okay, you want to do females? Like, I want men. Like,
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Let her finish. Go ahead.
and
I want men. Go ahead. That's cool.
she wants to have men involved in their sexual activities. So I'm just saying, when it comes to that, we're not talking about getting pregnant or nothing like
No
that.
one does. That's the problem, Yoshi. It's like
just saying-
that's comes with the
I'm just
what
saying.
happens at the end of this the sex. It's like the man is not going to stop.
I'm
Just be
just
like,
saying.
oh yeah, this is our agreement.
Women these days are thinking about pleasure too. So,
Right.
like
Well-
I said, I have a couple of friends that are ugly poly thing. I have a couple that have been doing it for 5 years now. Yeah, for 5 years now.
Polyberry.
Yeah, they've been doing it for 5 years now, and now the woman is saying, like, look, I like what we're doing, but also in our sexual activity, I would like to have. I seen a
You can say it.
I seen
You can say
a
it. We grown.
I seen a guy I like. You know, I
Right.
want him involved, and the man is not feeling that.
Right.
So what do you like? Because this is just a new age. Women are going to be like that. We have some women that they moving like men. So what do you say to that? And now it's a problem. He like,
you want
well,
to go around?
I believe every situation is different. Like I said, she gonna have to find willing people willing to get down like she want to get down. You know what I mean? But I mean, most men ain't trying to get down like that. You know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
and that's the problem. If y'all don't want to have y'all woman, if a woman just want to have a guy,
supporters here. That's the woman call.
No.
Let's go.
I'm just saying. I mean, to each his own. To me, to each his. I'm just saying, like, as far as females, because when, like I said, I have a couple, and it was brought to me,
Right.
and he was feeling some type of way and she felt some type, and I understand how she felt. Like if y'all just doing sexual activity, she want to have another guy. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be mad at that because you opened this window, and now that y'all been doing this for 5 years, and now she wants to have fun. So you have to respect that.
Oh, so we
That's
talking
that
about
poly.
different things. You talking about a freak thing. You talking about a freak thing. I'm talking about a man
Yeah.
devoting marrying a woman.
No, I'm not even talking about
Yeah,
marriage.
you're talking about-
I'm
you're
on
not talking
poly.
about-
I'm on
okay,
this
okay,
poly
okay.
thing.
Right.
Yeah,
when I
Yeah, I'm on this poly. Yeah.
Polyester?
Word.
Polyester.
He said polyester.
Make
I was
it
thinking the
clear.
same thing. I was like,
Yeah, I'm on that.
okay.
And now,
Polyamorous.
like, I literally just had a couple.
Cats out here.
They've been doing this for 5 years. She doing sexual activity. She's like, she's seen a couple of guys she like, a guy that she's interested in. Instead of stepping out the relationship that they have, she wants to bring him in, and the guy is not with that. And I'm saying, okay, it's nothing wrong with how they have their situation built, but you do have women. And this is a prime example that say, hey, well, I seen a nigga that I like too. Can he join? Like, so when the question come up, men cannot get mad because they're both my friends. Right. And the man is mad. Like, well, how you gonna do that? It's like, but you can't get mad. You don't open this open this window.
Because he's doing some freak shit.
Y'all been doing this. And it's gonna be more women that feels like that in those type of relationships in this poly
I need
thing.
a little bit more details.
Yeah, it's a freak
I can't
shit,
get
so
more. I'm just saying. They've been doing this for 5. They've been doing this for 5 years.
I understand the point.
They have a living girlfriend, I guess, whatever. They just brought her in. I say it's been like maybe almost 2 years she's been there, but they've been doing this for 5 years. This is the first time they had a live-in.
Right.
She's been there 2 years. Now, like I said, my friend, the woman of the relationship, like, well, we've been doing this, but doing sexual activity, I want to bring men in.
Well, she's asking you this or him?
No, she not. She told her guy this.
Okay.
And it was a big argument, a big spat, and they called me trying to, because I'm biased to the situation. Right. But I understand.
Who called you? He did too? Both of I need some that.
Yeah, he like, she called, they both called,
Okay. No,
and my thing is,
Coach Myeoshe. Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, for real.
Like I told them, this literally just happened over the weekend. I just told them, like, look, you guys open up this relationship that you guys been doing for 5 years. You guys been having, clearly having an understanding. Now y'all have this living, extra individual with you guys that you guys have both agreed on. Now you have your partner asking to bring something else on, but she's been playing alone and get along with you for 5 years. So you can't.
You got to define that.
When I say play alone and get along, what I mean, she's been agreeing with this lifestyle. She likes it, and she's been playing alone and get along. And now that her eyes been twinkling, lusting for something else, you cannot be mad at her for coming to you.
Been on a hell of a journey
and having a conversation and saying, like, look, I seen this guy, I'm attracted to him, I would like to bring him in, for sexual activity.
For an entanglement.
And the guy is very, very upset, and he's like,
I agree with the mind. Well,
but he's talking about marriage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand. I understand. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So you asking?
He's trying to have his cake and eat it too. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to do the freaky, and still, you can't. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that's different. Like when I had my wives, they was both my wives. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was the king. Right. So it wasn't like can we bring somebody else involved? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nobody else involved. I was the king of my kingdom.
Right. There you go. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good way for men to handle it, the way you're talking about.
Yeah, when I had my kingdom, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Yeah,
I was the king of my kingdom.
This is how I have it. If you're not down with that, we can't be together. That's up to the man's decision. Do you know what I mean? There are dudes out there that will allow you to do that, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But they're not in that mentality. That's a different mentality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
now it's crazy that she's saying this and they've been living this lifestyle for 5 years. So I say it to say, if this is one scenario, an example, I'm pretty sure it's more that other women feel like that. I have women that say, well, if my nigga gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat too. Like, women have different ideas and how they run a relationship, but I do know women that, like, they want to do their thing too. They feel like it's not fair no more. This is what men been doing. Not saying that women cheat all the time. But it is some women that like, well, if I see something that I like, I want to dip and dabble into that. And I feel like men cannot handle that when the women come to them and tell them. They can't.
You know why that's kind of like foreign to me? Because I would like to think that the women that I deal with, they not fucking, or they not making love or to somebody that they not in love with. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? Fucking, that's like, a man can fuck a girl that they hate. This is something I teach my daughters. A man can fuck a girl that they hate. It probably even make for better sex. I would hope that she's only having sex with a man she loves, with men that they love. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell them, don't get caught up into that. You know what I'm saying? Men take care of what they love.
Right.
Women submit to who they love.
Right.
That's just how I believe.
But when you're dealing with different relationships like poly, you got different scenarios. So that's what I'm saying. Different foundations, different everything. I'm just saying it's different everything. Different strokes for different folks. Like, you know.
But get to your point. I mean, you ask a question. Are you asking the question? Or just take us there. I mean, what you want?
No, I'm just saying,
the question, answer it.
Yeah. Well, what do you do when you have other women that wants to do things different? Because you do have women that are not thinking. Women are not thinking how they thinking back in the day now. Yeah, like you understand what I'm saying? Like I have different friends
it's
from different avenues.
Right. I got you.
And poly relationships and all that. Yeah. They're not thinking. They think and respect my men or whatever, and some women are thinking like, well, if my men are going to cheat sometimes, I want to do it too. That's just what it's just the way of the world right now. Yeah. Some women want to step out. Are you trying
to tell us? Are you?
So she's asking us. She's asking us, what would we do if we were in a situation where a girl wanted to explore?
Right, and why men can't handle
I would say,
you got to give us a chance to answer the question.
I did.
Okay.
I gave you a scenario.
All right, so now we got it.
Go ahead.
So you're going.
Yeah.
All right. You're answering her question.
Yeah, I'm answering it. From my...
Yo, huh?
No, go ahead. I didn't want Rasul to answer my question, but just go ahead.
You don't like me?
No, I do like you. I just.
But she wanted somebody.
I wanted something like for real solid because this is real life. That's a real situation.
So chill out on this one. Let's start with AD and then go around.
Yeah, AD, because you in a strip club. I'm pretty sure you hear different stories.
Well, I mean, I make it very clear how not serious I'm taking things. You know what I'm saying? I try not to take anybody too seriously. Like, especially if it's a dancer there, it's like they all know, like, look, we just messing around. This ain't no real shit. But the best example would be somebody who don't work at a strip club, like a regular person, regular girl, you know?
Right.
If she was like, if things were getting hot and heavy and you know, we were like dating and stuff like that, and she's like, yo, I want to bring in other people, mentally, I would just bring her down a level and be like, in my mind, I'd be like, oh, okay, you a level 3 right now then. I'm not going to take you too seriously. I'm not going to be in love with you. A lot of things ain't going to be happening no more because I'm bringing you down a level because now you're bringing other people into this situation. There's no need for me to take you too seriously now. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking marriage. I ain't thinking long term. I know that this could end at any day, and I got to have that mentality. And then as men, we got to watch our budget, watch our money. How much money we're spending on this girl? How big is her Christmas gift going to be now? You know what I'm saying? That affects everything. You know what I mean? That affects everything because we as men have to be careful how we budget our time and our money. You know what I'm saying? So if she's a level 3, then she's only going to get so much. The level 1s get the most attention. It's hard for a girl to get to our level 1s. Like, wow, you got level 1, girl. We have to organize it like that, like I said, for our time and budget. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do if a girl came to me, I'd be like, okay, you a level 3. I wouldn't tell her that, obviously. That's kind of rude. But in my mind, I would put it to a level 3, and then, you know what I mean? I would limit how much attention and money I'd be spending on this girl. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? We would still have a good time. Cool, have that, you know, all that fun stuff is great. You know what I mean? She can have her fun and everything. You have to make sure it's very protected. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not in the same room. I'm not trying to let other dudes come into my house. Oh, hell no. So there's a lot of rules. Do you know what I'm saying?
In a poly relationship, so poly, okay.
Yeah, and Kevin Samuel spoke about this too, because the higher
That's what I was about to say.
The higher value a man is, the less he's gonna tolerate that. So like, you know, I'm not rich like that. I can't call myself as high a value man as like Samuel, you know, Kevin Samuels was. But the more money you make, the higher value you are, the more you can be like, nah, we done, you cut, you out. Psh, later. You know what I'm saying? Those types of dudes be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
You've been hit by. You've been hit
If
by.
a female came to me like that, I would just, from that point on, I would just realize that we just have an understanding. Our relationship is more of an understanding.
In a
That
poly
way-
relationship,
that is like when we're together, we're together. When we're not, we're not. You know what I'm saying? When we're not together, she could be doing anything.
You guys are
And
not
you know what I
answering
mean?
my
And I would just carry it like that as an understanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It would no longer be a relationship to me.
Right.
It would be an understanding.
Right. She says
well,
we're not,
these
well,
person can't leave because they invested. Bought a house together. This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys.
You're talking about the situation. You're talking about that
I'm talking about the
situation.
situation.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking us in
I'm
general.
talking about the
Let her finish.
situation.
That's right.
Oh.
I'm talking about these guys been together.
Right.
They've been doing poly for 5 years.
Right.
They've been together for 10. These guys are invested. They're not married.
Right.
They don't want to get married.
Right.
They're invested. They have house together, business, and they're both financially stable.
Right.
And this is something they both agreed on to do this lifestyle.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
so
man.
now they're in this lifestyle together, and now she came to him, presenting him
Yeah.
with a proposal,
Where's that ham at? If we give it to him.
Yeah. The hammer's right there. It should be over there.
and now he's not feeling it.
Right.
Then that's on him. He put
That's
himself
what
in
I'm
that
saying.
situation.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
rough.
saying.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that's
Now,
rough.
you get what I'm saying?
He put himself in
and
that
this
situation.
is not the
That's
first
rough.
poly, whatever, that people have that a woman says, I want to do other things. This is
Yeah.
not the first one. This is the first one that came to me. But I'm just saying, what do you do when you have these open ratios, when you do have a woman and say, yeah, I agree with this lifestyle, and then here we are 5 years later, boom, 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 boom. Now she's like, oh.
Well, we wouldn't put ourselves in that situation.
Right, that's what I'm
But
saying.
that person
question.
did.
That my question as a man,
Yeah.
Right.
and you know,
Right. What would you?
what, like, you know,
Answer the question.
Well,
Yeah,
he,
like,
well,
she
I
get
can't
there.
say what would y'all do because you guys.
well,
would never
he's
be married.
exactly.
wouldn't be here. I couldn't get
He's in a
there.
pickle right now.
Yeah,
He's got a
but
situation.
he's very upset about how he feel. But it's like,
You got to let us know what he does because that's an interesting story.
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't
very
imagine.
interesting. Yeah.
What's his occupation?
You know what I'm saying? He worked at Walmart.
yeah, you work out.
No, I'm just playing.
Go ahead.
I can't say all
Can't say
that.
Too much.
I can't say too much.
All right,
It's
too
just
much
too
info.
much.
I got
It's
you.
too much information, and people.
Okay, to
know
answer
we're
your-
friends.
Okay.
But to answer my question seriously, like poly relationship, together for a long time, invested, bought a house, y'all done got
Okay.
a person in the house, y'all been, you know.
All right.
Now, you know, baby girl want to have a little fun. What do?
Okay. For the man.
For the man, and he's
now
upset
listen,
about
if
it.
he agreed with this at the beginning, if they agreed to do these type of things, because everything is communication.
Right.
If they agreed to it, then he's wrong if he doesn't allow that to come in. If they agreed from the beginning. Now, if they're coming up with new ideas and stuff like that, then that's different. That's something that they got to communicate with each other. Communication is the very seed of this whole situation. So whatever they communicate and got clear on, then they should have that right. Because it seems like they didn't have clear communication. In his perspective of what their poly life was going to be. So, you know, if they have to get that communication part together, is because whatever they agreed upon, then that's it. You can't back up out of it. So he would be in the wrong if he agreed upon that. He would be wrong. And if she just initiated that and that wasn't a part of the agreement, then she would be wrong.
Okay.
She won't have to go all the way around the world just to answer simple questions. I mean,
I like
it's a
K9.
situation.
I like K9 answer. He said he can't be upset. He asked to swim in the swimming pool. Like I totally
what I
agree, and
just
that's what
said.
no. I
Leo's thinking like we all three Leos. K9
Yeah,
me.
I like it, and that's the same thing I said when I said, hey, you guys both agreed on this lifestyle. You never said, oh, it's just gonna be me.
Right.
Like you guys both agreed on this lifestyle. Unfortunately,
What did you tell him?
I
Seems like you told him he was wrong. You wrong.
no, I didn't
Did
say.
you, I'm done.
I didn't say nobody was wrong. What I
Okay.
did say was that
Right.
you guys both agreed on this relationship, this type of lifestyle.
Right.
You never said it was one way or another. Like,
Right.
oh, this gonna be a poly lifestyle just for women or just for men. You never
Right.
said that. You just said a poly lifestyle. Okay, she's been rolling with it. So now, if it's a poly lifestyle, now she done seen something she likes. So it's a poly lifestyle. You, like I told her, you can't be mad. You guys been doing it. Now she's seen something. You gotta both engage or go back
But
to
you
the
said
drawing board.
now she sees something.
Yeah,
See, that
now
throws me because it's like you're waiting up to a time. I mean, they had this agreement from the beginning. See,
they
that's why I
had
go
this
about the
poly
communication.
lifestyle for a minute. They've been doing it. They've been together for 10. They've been doing poly
10
for
years,
5.
she never found anything. She never seen anything.
She never.
And she just got, it's like, she just started going, that's
Must
kind
be
of
some
weird.
I mean, well, it's not weird.
10
She
years.
just seen something and she like it and she wants to try it. I don't think it's not, like how she was saying
10
it.
years is not weird to you?
No,
Like, if we-
they've been together in a relationship for 10 years.
Right, and now, all of a
They've
sudden,
been doing poly for 5.
I'll say carry the 1. Okay.
So-
They've been together for 10, poly for 5.
Yeah,
So he's not really in love. They're not really in love if they're doing that, right?
I guess not.
You
And
know
they
what I'm saying?
just moved a person in. She's been living in for 2 years, but it's like now that the woman wants to do it, it's a problem. That's what I'm saying. But it never
Answer
was
the
like,
question.
yeah. So
We didn't answer your question yet? Still?
yeah, I did.
All right.
I
We
just-
kind of did. No, I think we did. 'Cause
Yeah.
you heard our point of view. It's just
Yeah.
that, you know, we're just agreeing that he put himself in that situation.
Yeah.
Now he's got to get himself out or
You
like
know
figure
he
out his
can't get out.
finances.
You're in it.
He's
so
stuck.
Oh, Dad, that's the Leo life. She's like, no, you can't get it.
You can't get out. You
Yeah.
in it, so you just have to roll with it because I just feel like I told them.
But you can't just say that because they have to have some type of
I
counseling.
know, of
because
course they're gonna have. Of course,
if
it's
he
gonna have
just
to be a
rolls
lot
with
of
it, that's-
counseling.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be
Well,
a lot
he
of-
doesn't have to roll with it. He has the choice to leave.
No, he
Thank
can't.
He can be like, no, I'm not gonna do this. This is out. I'm out. Getting my stuff out.
Poly over.
I'll see you later.
Poly over.
He
well,
probably got to help him later.
then poly over, but that's
has that
gonna
option.
be,
That's the solution.
It'll be a mess.
and it will be a mess because they have a lot, like not just they have a lot financially invested.
And you
They
going
have
to
any
tell me
kids?
that? See, this is not smart.
One
Can I say
child.
something? See, that's not smart because you're gonna jeopardize everything you have just for one night of happy in the bed.
That's why he got to roll with it.
But that's not cool.
I don't
because
know.
but that's not smart for her because she'll risk it all because she's risking it all for this one guy. She's willing to risk
a
10
lifestyle.
years.
It's
I
a
know.
poly
But
lifestyle.
if he
Don't
but if
matter.
that but she
matter.
it don't matter. See, that's
It's
the
a
problem.
poly lifestyle. This is what you
I
guys
need that
do.
hammer for her. She got we're gonna give you that hammer.
It's a
Myeoshe.
poly lifestyle.
Right.
I mean, to each his own, you know, but I'm just saying, it's women. I have conversations with women that I don't know and do know, and women have different point of views these days and have
Oh,
different.
hell yeah, they do.
They have different morals and
I think
things
so.
for real.
Of course.
Like
I
sometimes
mean,
I'll be like,
you got a bunch of people who don't even believe in genders now. You got all kinds of beliefs
Yeah,
now.
so-
So I
That's
mean,
right.
to each his own.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? But
That's right.
you
No,
got to
gotta-
decide what's right
Doing it.
and what's right and wrong for yourself. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying?
I agree.
Like I said, in my personal belief, any woman worth having don't want to have sex with another man. That she's you know what I mean?
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
what I'm saying about throwing them
if
off.
she once she tell me
lifestyle.
she want to have sex with another man,
Poly
it's like okay, well we not down like that no more. Like you said,
Polygamy.
she moved down some levels.
Probably want a cracker.
policy. That's on. Well, to
That's
each,
on the.
to each his own.
But
But
you-
But like if
understand
that's
what
what
he's saying? Yeah.
if that's what you're going into,
Agree.
like yo, you know what? I fuck as many women as I want, and you fuck as many dudes as you want, and that's how we getting down. We just come home
Yeah.
at night and we a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what they agree on, then that's what they agree on. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
AD said it right, and you said it right, and everybody. They must not have a. You're saying that they have a love thing, but
I
he must.
didn't say
Okay, so
I never said
you
that.
said 10 long years.
they've been in a relationship for 10 years.
Okay,
That's the truth. I
but
was
it's a
giving you
poly-
that. And they've been doing poly for 5.
Right. So I agree with AD, and I agree with.
Yeah, I agree.
see, and I think it's a difference between poly's sexual shit and polygamy. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between that. Like monogamy and polygamy is a difference. Like with
work it
with
out.
polygamy, it's like I said, it's more about being with a spouse, being with their
Right.
wives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, it's just.
it's
different.
a man and his wives. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got your hands full, Myeoshe. You got to go back and tell them. You got your hands full. It seems like
It's a good
because
topic,
you
though.
It's
It
a great topic.
is.
It's a great
That's what I'm
topic.
saying.
Great topic.
Like,
Great topic.
we need to have these conversations because men just be thinking they can just do whatever they want, but women
They want to do
we
the same
get it.
thing.
women
That's
want to
what-
do the same thing.
But that, you
know,
don't think that women got that type of right now? Like they speaking up, they're doing a lot of things, but do you think that now?
I think
That women have a lot of say so of what to do, and they can do whatever they want. I was told by a female that friends or men are disposable at one period of time, and yeah, that's what they said. That you could just do whatever you want. You know, even my sons tell me that they're out there, and they say that the girls bag them now, and there's different
Yeah.
type of. Yeah. So
Now, a girl tried to explain to me the other day how men only bought expensive things and they only like having I don't know. It's like she was trying to say we was trying to tap into our feminine beauty or something by acquiring things.
right.
Like I don't know. So people just have ideas and you know what I mean. People
Entitled. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like,
Some
you know what I
crazy
mean?
entitlement. But you know, when you come down to it, if you, I was going to say something like, we need to have these more conversations, like you said. I was going to say something. There was a problem in that, but there's also an agreement. It's just like whatever you think of and whatever you agree with at the beginning. But it was something I wanted to get to when we talked over it. I was going to just show you an example of something you said, but it'll come back to me. Something out there, yeah. But these are good conversations. Yeah. So what's your feeling on the male and female?
On the situation?
Yeah. Seems like because you're way invested into this.
I'm not invested. My
But you
thing is
stuck.
I'm very like I'm for
Woman?
no.
All right.
I'm basically like, if this what you guys both agreed on, and you guys didn't have didn't have a straight line of this is relationship is just gonna be females and just gonna be men, and y'all didn't have that, then like I told them, it's an open game.
Right.
Like y'all didn't have that, and y'all been doing it. Now this is what you want to do. Unfortunately, you know, you guys have to have a real conversation, or really need to go back to the drawing board and really talk about y'all new lifestyle if you don't want her doing this. So
Did he get upset? Or she get upset that they agree with you, or what they think?
I told her what I was gonna say, because what I told her,
You told her what she was gonna say.
I told them both. They were both in
Right.
front of me, and I said I agree with your lifestyle. I agree with her. She want to do it. But you guys didn't talk about it.
Right.
Didn't give a clear cut understanding. Now we're here 5 years later, and there it is. So I don't know. Like I said, I hope it work out.
Got you. So you said this been going on. You know them for a very long time.
Yeah, they're both my friends,
Right.
so I want to be biased. I also respect both of them dearly and love them dearly, but at the same time, you guys both agreed on this lifestyle. And like I told him, you didn't say this is just going to be a lifestyle for me. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you didn't say, like, no, men can't be involved. So, I told them.
He's got other problems to look about, because once you live with somebody for so long, it's almost like you're married, and then there's like
Common law.
Common law, yeah.
And then
There's
they have
legal
common
situations.
law, they have stuff going on. So it's like, that's why it's too much.
He's in a pickle, and the
just-
burden is on him.
Yeah, it's just too much. So
He put himself in there.
Yeah, you can't be mad. And then like she can't be mad if he was to do something else. Like it's just too much. She didn't want the female living, there. Now the female's living there, been living there for 2 years. So that's why I said you gotta play along and get along. Somebody gonna have to do something, and y'all gonna have to end it, because this lifestyle clearly is not working for you guys.
Who does it work for? You gotta wonder that.
Yeah.
Charles said something very important: is boundaries. Set your boundaries.
Yeah, y'all didn't
and-
set no boundaries.
Yeah.
So it's open, like I said, it's open field game. So I hope you guys work it out.
That's up to you, counselor.
No, I hope you guys work it out. I really do.
Oh, are they watching?
I'm pretty sure she is.
Oh shit!
Shout out to you.
Everything is gonna be okay. You're gonna be all right.
Don't keep pushing
Everything
that on
will smooth
Myeoshe.
out.
Like, listen,
Everything's
she tried to tell
good,
y'all. She got her clique.
Yeah.
We her clique up here. We here to help her counsel y'all and give it. And she's got good information, and that's it. That's it right there. So we wish y'all the best at what y'all doing. Word. So. That's it. That's it with that. We have any more?
That's a good topic though, because the people love that.
Huh? Yeah. Well, they seem like it's mixed feelings out there. I mean, but that's what it's about.
It's a topic.
Everybody, yeah, it's a topic. Everybody don't have to be. I mean, relationships are so crazy now. It's just up and down. You get. Back in the days, they didn't have the computers. You get on the computers now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, social media changed everything.
Yeah. All you gotta do is look, and then you got selfies every day. Everybody got the ego boost up. Instagram, it's TikTok. So everybody got to boost that. They have to get that adrenaline shot of that adrenaline shot, and that dopamine shot, that
Lord.
boom, and then don't come from the gym, looking all good. Just gotta, you know what I'm saying? So girls gotta do it, and that's not. I mean, girls should, pretty girls, beautiful girls should look, but don't be so vain. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're looking for a person in a relationship, and dudes too, you know what I mean? It's like you gotta smarten up, stick to purpose, and be about your purpose. At the end of the day.
Chat room is funny.
Oh, yeah. We got all kinds of people in the chat room.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun at the court. As if you bind it up and lock it in.
That's the scary part,
and
man.
Dug in.
For real.
Some people get dug in and they get all crazy and they try to get unwinding these things. That's why it's good for the knowledge to be kicked out now. And you don't have to, you can avoid a lot of that, what's the word I'm looking for? Confrontation. Just drama. There it goes. Drama. Give a lot of that drama if you just set your boundaries and don't be scared to set your boundaries. Too many, and what is that about? We all get scared when we get into relationships to set boundaries because you're scared emotionally. You get emotionally.
Don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
You got to be able to set some type of boundaries to get yourself.
You got to have some sense of conservatism. Do you know what I mean? Because you got
Yeah.
conservatism and then you got liberalism. So if you're very liberal about your relationship, hooking up here, you can see it can be too much. It's a mess,
It's too much.
Obviously, you don't want to be too conservative either, and then if people feel too tight, you know what I'm saying? So then she's ready to explode. You know what I mean? So there's that balance. Everyone has to find that balance.
Absolutely.
Hey, we in speaking of balance, we in
Libra.
We in the Libra. So I'm glad you brought about that balance because of that in the conversation. We definitely need that.
You got a song called Balance in the latest album.
Oh
Yes, you
yeah,
do.
man, yeah.
Streaming now.
Hopefully that's your second music video.
Think so? All right, okay. And we could work on that. Matter of fact, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. We talked about it. Cash, I'm sorry, I'm reading some stuff. Let's go to the then we have
Super chats?
yeah.
See what we got. I think somebody said something.
Mhm.
Check it out.
Crazy. Somebody say computer love. But have to have a big crazy man.
Hold up.
It's all about balance at the end of the day. And thank you so much. Vanity 6. That was a movie, right? David Ike special. I mean, tomorrow with Ike. Yeah, it's going to be a special day. So tomorrow we have David Ike on here. Yeah, so that's crazy.
Early show, huh?
Early show. Early.
Middle of the night.
Middle of the night. And Pacific time and Eastern time, that'd be what?
Oh, 3
12.
hours later, right?
Well,
It'd be noon over there.
yeah.
Yeah. In case you didn't see it earlier, Lionel said, "Priest, the album is amazing." Oh, you did that one already. Ceaseless says, "No, please go in, fam." Hybrid says, "Got to play." Oh, we did that one already. Ida I says, "We all breathe the same air, but to care and be aware, be fair, be aware." Ooh. M2.
That's what I wanted to share.
Shout out to War Gamer and shout out to Kermit Allen.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. So all right. Oh, I was about to ask you about Woman King. I didn't go see Woman King, but I definitely want to go see it. If anybody seen Woman King, let us know.
Yeah.
What up with you, Divine?
Chilling, brother.
Yeah, indeed.
You know what I mean? Just getting back off the little road trip we took, you know?
Shout out to
Peace to Guam, yeah.
Guam.
Tree. Took us on a retreat up to Big Sur.
Indeed. You know, he's probably watching. What up, Tree? Word, Tree.
Tree.
He took us around the whole coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big up to Primo for putting us up for a few days, for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big Primo, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for the third episode of Woo Week. Okay. Yeah, so we get back into it, man. it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack during this week, man. We just had to straighten out some business within us. You know what I'm saying, cats. And as long as we be respectable to one another on the chat room, and that's what I was talking about earlier. So we won't have to take it to those measures. You know, you see everybody up on here. Just know that, you know, everybody's coming out and we doing this for y'all and for ourselves too, but it's to give us a place to sit down and build and talk about things that normally you don't talk about, or, you know, open up about things that we normally don't open up about. And then certain individuals or many of us get a little bit out of hand and out of pocket, but got to remember that it has to be in the line of respect for one another. And we can get comfortable, but sometimes you get too comfortable and you overstep your boundaries. You know, that was one of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's not do that. Let's put ourselves in check. That way we don't have to have anybody else put us in check. See, if you check yourself, then you'll be better.
True.
Word. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Word. Somebody said that was Prince's offshoot.
Check.
Just check yourself. There you go. Indeed, man. That's the day's science. That's how I see the day's science. Let's get the day's science off.
Indeed, respect.
Yeah. And I do have plans. I don't really have no plans of seeing Woman King. What about you, AD?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Woman King is a movie that they just dropped. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't even know. It's just
Woman King?
Yeah,
It's about like a warrior, this woman who was like, you know, such a fierce warrior that I guess they made her king. But
It sounds like a chick flick I would take a Aries to.
Definitely. Why you just wouldn't say queen?
She wants to see.
Disrespect.
Yeah,
It's a jab at men.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
there.
why could she be queen?
She wanted to see this movie.
Had to
So
be a
here we
king,
go.
man.
Yeah, that was a subliminal jab at men. Just calling her a king. It's like, man.
She
because
identifies
that's
as
the
a
Me Too
king.
movement. And secretly, that's the Me Too movement. You know what I'm saying? Secretly, they do this little subliminal messages in there just to keep knocking at men.
Shock
You know what I'm
value.
saying? Yeah, shock value.
Like, how dare they?
And keep strong men that want to build up and
Take down the alpha. That's what they're trying to do.
Exactly.
Look. Why our warrior queen have to be king? They ain't never call Elizabeth King Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying?
I love the chat room. Craft room is on point.
That would just be weird.
Yeah, you know what I mean. A woman is a queen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
King Elizabeth.
Yeah, it's just a way to
Confuse people.
confuse and throw
exactly.
people off. Word.
They want that shit. What they call it, gender fluid. They don't even these days. They don't want to even to say they one thing, or they just want to be whatever they want to be with what they wake up that morning.
Yeah.
They call it gender fluid, I think.
Yeah, and
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
And with this
crazy.
emotional vibe to it, it's like you said, there's no masculine part that says, no, this is too crazy. We're going overboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just can't be a fairy tale and just anything. And let's have some type of setup to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's have some of it. Now it's crazy because you pushed out people that think rational. It starts getting
When you
kinda
start
crazy.
breaking natural laws, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when you crossing boundaries. You crossing those boundaries for me personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you wonder about the universe and how it treats us. We don't treat ourselves correct, and we start doing things wrong on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? With ourselves and how we treat the universe, and then it comes back, karma is real. Just comes back a little faster now. You know what I'm saying? So if we take better care of ourselves and take care of the way we think, and that goes into a lot of the food too. A lot of the food we eating is kind of messed up and get into ourselves, and it controls our thinking. It's like fast and a lot of grease in it and all of that stuff, and
Aggressive.
right, aggressive. And we're not even thinking right because we won't take time and wash out our system with water because water became obsolete. You know what I'm saying? Just water and liquid. We don't do that enough because everything is moving fast. Push. Here's a soda. Push. Even though they give them Gatorade, right? They be running the marathon. You think they have some water for his here.
Drink this salt. Drink this salty Kool-Aid.
Right. Salty Kool-Aid. It's like they don't treat. That's why you have to always take care of yourself, and then if you start eating better, you start thinking better. We got to think like that, and it doesn't come right away because a lot of people, we are obsessed with results too. In this system, is a result system. So everybody looks, I want the results right away. I want the results now because you can go online and get them. You know what I'm saying? The body is still coded the way it was naturally coded. It's still going to give you the results in the right time. You don't get fruit out of season. You know what I'm saying? Everything is governed under the law of time, and our bodies work the same way. You still get old or young. You begin to age with wisdom, and it goes within its right time. Man can't change that. You know what I'm saying? So if we start acknowledging what we're really here for and what we are, you know, a tiger doesn't have a problem being a tiger. Because it knows it wants to be out there. It doesn't want to go in the house. Might be more food in the refrigerator. Yeah, you can stack it up, but it's coded to hunt. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So once we start embracing ourselves and who we are and stop getting these fast dopamine results, then we can start growing like we used to and can have good conversations and then elevate as a race and as an individual first. The first is self-preservation. That's just all the build, add on to what we're building. Or that's just simpleness.
It's funny, Nero said, Red Bull does not give you wings.
Right.
I mean, it kind of does because it'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a cartoon where the ghost starts flying up into heaven?
Good one.
Well, Red Bull gave you wings. There you go.
Good one.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. So it do give you wings. Yep. In that aspect, bulls don't even have wings. Word.
Yeah, it's all symbology right there.
Okay. Yeah. So this is where we at. I know that was a good one. This is where we at, man. So tomorrow is gonna be David Icke. We're gonna go into a lot of this aspects, so we're gonna make it a little bit short today and get into our
music.
Yeah, we're gonna get to our music.
Yeah.
Let's
we got about 6 or 7 tracks to go into today.
Let's go. 6 or 7.
Hold up. Let me verify something real quick. Verification. All right. And here we go. All right, now we're going to do the segment of the show that we call Song Promotions, where we play tracks that were submitted to the show. The first one is from Devin Coleman from Huntsville, Alabama. Name of the track is Icy Fire. It is an MP3. Here we go.
Yellow 22. Here we go. Now it all first started when I pulled out my mama's drawer, because I needed weed, but assassin that said warrior. I was a kid who said fuck this shit. Ran into the kitchen, snuck some in the oven, man. Then I hit up my brother Brett. That's when he was with the shits. Now the time has changed and shift. Used to be my best friend though. But back to what I was saying, we had to sneak out the window, cause my mom's was still up, so we couldn't smoke indo. We burned out an apple, that shit was fucking crazy. For a slim minute, I ain't fuck with him, cause he was being shady. They say the devil was proud and I done fucked a lot of ladies, but I praise the almighty, so God, would you please save me? Be surprised to see tonight, I risk my life on the daily. We just living life, don't even know why they hating. Tripping on white, that's my kind of vacation. Married to the money, and you in the diamonds dating. I love. And if you ain't a real one, you won't get none of what I'm saying. You won't. And we was geeking on the weekend. Drugs had my niggas tweaking and all those bitches freaking. Then the shit got banned, so I had to quit. I just wanna be the man of the baddest chick. When you see of harassing lips. Plus, those fantastic guys encourage genetic gifts. My niggas flipping the pack on some acrobatic shit. These bitches be tripping like they licking acid strips. I go harder than my dick when I look at ass and tits. And I do it for this music, I don't need cash and checks. Lulling, I can grow in slow movement. Remember leaning in my way. I really remember, babe. Hey, Diddy need a genie. Damn, I wish you stay. Yeah. I did some trippies with the hippies. If I overdose, who missed me? Cops want me froze like Disney, but I go cause I'm not guilty. Need to let go of it really, just to get to know the real me. All this fear and loathing I'm sending while I'm sitting on the ceiling. Dealing with a million feelings and it's killing me to death. I hope I'm high when I die and it's smoking my last breath. Sell yourself for the wealth and you'll get anything that you fucking want, but have nothing that you need. Pay attention to what I say, but the best things in life are free. You know what I mean? If you seen blow, most folks real is the money. Cheese in the trap, exposed rats in the pack. I know someone is listening, cause every phone is tapped. So have discretion on your cellular. Never will be regular, revolutionary repertoire. No text, but I'm the messenger. Illuminate the alumni, get faded. Yeah, we dumb. How when I make it, my mates some pride. Hate the truth, but they love lies. A steady eye, I maintain. Like Shaggy and hit Great Dane. And I hate pain, but they love me. People evil cause we love money. If I say why we pray, I wonder if they will hunt me. Don't be laughing about trapping, that's in prison, it's not funny. And don't play with them guns if you ain't about that gunplay. And if we going out, then me and my crew go out together. Whatever with forever, cause it just seemed like 7 letters. Screaming fuck the government, since you wanna kill us, come and get it. Like a realist, we with this shit, so handle business. Then vote for Donald Trump because it's not about the currency. We all everyday slaves, nobody in this world is free. Incarcerated or not, first time the crib got popped. Figured out the difference between a pig and a cop. I did some things you have not, and see some scenes you will never. Don't sleep, but I dream of.
Pretty powerful.
Powerful.
Man, how you like that? That was Devin Coleman from Huntsville, Alabama.
Powerful.
Yeah.
What's tight?
Tight, yo. You got all around. That was so dope, man. I think
I usually wouldn't go for like the acoustic thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he came through, you know what I'm saying? He came through with the lyrics to carry it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I felt that. Shout out to that brother, man. What's his name again?
Devin Coleman.
Devin Coleman. Never stop, man.
I think it's Devon.
Devon?
Yeah, the way he spelled it.
Okay.
I think it's Devon Coleman.
Shout out.
All right.
We got Alabama. He just went in, bro. A lot of good music coming from Alabama. Let's go.
All right, this next one is from Sean187 from Ontario, Canada. It's called Bells and Bass / Mercury 5. Here we go. It's another MP3. He said it's one of his newer beats. He thinks Killah Priest might like. A grounding meditation for the retrograde. Always down for collaboration. Hit me up. That is Sean 187 from Ontario. I like it. And the one thing I gotta address, of course, are those bells. So those bells need to be EQ'd a little bit. You know what I mean? They're kind of distorting in themselves. Maybe it's overcompressed or something, but they're really dominating. I think it's an EQ thing you gotta do. Do you know what I mean? One thing I would point to as a reference is the Tokyo Drift track. Remember this? So listen how those bells are in there. The beat's still solid. And then go back to yours and notice the bells. So you'll notice how the bells are really prominent on your track. You probably just need to bring them down a little bit. They gotta be EQ'd. But I would use the Tokyo Drift track as an example, because that's an example of a track that has bell dominance. You know what I mean? Where the bell's really dominating that beat. You know what I'm saying? Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, just EQ the bells. Everything else sounds cool. I like the snare. I like the kick drum. Everything else is dope. It's just a mix thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. It was tight.
I liked it as well. I was listening to it in there.
Fire. It's dope. Yeah, I can't really knock that. That everything in there. Somebody said me a Razzcast. I could definitely hear that.
Yeah.
Keep it coming. Bump, bump, bump.
Was that Omarion?
Yeah. Bump, bump, bump.
All right. This next one is by NB4X from the Netherlands. Name of the song is Such a Nice One. It's another MP3. Actually, I'll play the SoundCloud. Go.
Different sound. Good stuff.
NB4X from the Netherlands, mixed by KOD.
Definitely take that one.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're going through.
Great track. Great mix, great snare, great everything.
Netherlands always come with I love music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great submission. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was dope.
NB4X. That was great. Thanks so much for that. Y'all be sure you follow them on SoundCloud, NB4X. And that's a good enough name to where like you can find it. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's not many other names like that.
Shout out to the Netherlands. Shout out to the Netherlands. It's like a lot of producers come out there. Shout out to Shroom. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to the whole God's Wrath. Syph, Marvel, my man Marvel. You know, I've worked with a lot of producers from the Netherlands. God's Wrath sticks out. Shroom sticks out. Banger Beat. And this cat just, you know, I like that music. I want to hear. I need to hear more. But that I could tell that was live instruments, and it takes a lot because even Shroom is not sampling too much no more, and also Jordan. Shout out to the great musicians.
That could be a commercial too. That song,
Kind of
totally
has that vibe to
had
it.
like luxury to it. It could be a car commercial,
For sure.
and that's what you want to think of. Yeah, go for that route first before you put a rapper on it. Yeah, unless Priest is gonna rap on it. Or some high-level rapper, try to get that into a commercial.
80s Benz commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
Lexus.
It was
Champagne
smooth.
commercial or something.
Exactly.
You know
It was
This
classy.
is luxury. I gotta put it on.
Exactly.
This is luxury for you.
Brought to you by.
Hey,
Yeah.
what I mean? Myeoshe got the voice.
yeah.
And you want to name it accordingly. Like right now,
Yo
you
no dos tambadom.
right now you named it. Yeah.
Do that. Honda. You know what I'm saying? You just say,
Yeah, you guys named it such a nice one, and I get it. When you make tracks and beats, you're just like, I don't know, track 4, Pink 7, I don't know. But such a nice one. Obviously, that must be a brainstorming title, but give it a nice, luxurious name to add its value. You know, the title of your track is just as important as the track itself. So that way, it's categorized correctly and therefore placed, and that's what you want. Placement deals lead to royalties. That's where the money's at. Okay. Here we go. And this next one is by DJ Aurora Borealis. It's called Disciple. Produced by Aurora Borealis. All right. I can tell you didn't quantize this. It sounds like you did the drums with the boom, boom, that, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would try to quantize it. If you don't have a way of quantizing, I would use like a beat maker, like an MPC, or even a software like Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops is still a great software to be building drums on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, try to do that because you can hear it's off phase. You know, the phasing is off on the drums. You know, it's very noticeable. Same with the guitars. So get Fruity Loops and use that, or something similar. You can also use GarageBand and stuff like that, and just program the drums in there. Or get an MPC or one of those nice machines that Voltage controller has, if you have the budget for it. So, yeah, that's the only complaint I would have for that. But you got some guitars going in there, and then it needs something else as far as an instrument, you know?
You need to work on that one.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Keep doing it. Don't let nothing distract you, but you got some growing to do. Hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a good way. Constructive. I like where you headed though.
Absolutely, constructive criticism is nice. just like you said, need a little bit more work to do. And you'll be on your way.
Yeah. All right. Oops. Okay, next is Ceaseless One from the LBC. It's an MP3. It's called Isosceles Angle. Ooh. Yeah. I like this already. I like these types of beats. Got a shuffle to it?
Yeah.
But that.
Like round home.
Yeah.
That make me think of, yeah, it's like a loungy,
I love beats like
lo-fi.
This is something I would like do something to myself.
Peace, Lord, peace. Oh, shoot, what up, Lord? What's good with you? All right, maintaining.
Back on the regular.
Oh, go ahead, AG.
I'm just throwing some words out. Back on the regular. Coming next to you. You like it, Rasul?
I like it.
Dope, right?
Yeah,
I love this type of sound.
Roots or something like that.
Yeah.
loungy, lo-fi.
Yeah, lo-fi style. Like,
Let me see if I can get this. So do you? Hold on, let me see. So do you usually come to this hotel when you come into town?
Yeah, I come back on the regular to this hotel. You know what I'm saying?
You like the pool? You been to the pool yet?
And this is the music playing in the background at the hotel.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Pool is so cool. Ooh.
What you want, Sue? You want a drink too?
Yeah, I'll take a drink. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So what you drinking?
Give me an IP.
So what you drinking?
Exactly.
So what you drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, what you
Hey.
drinking today?
I'm thinking Moscato.
Ooh.
I got you.
I think that
Bartender,
they do got Moscato here.
pour the liquor.
Yeah.
And sip.
What? A sip.
Hey.
So what you drinking? Sip.
Let me do this.
Hey. So what you drinking? Sip. What?
I'll be like the blue
You know
man.
what? It kind of reminds me of like De La Soul.
Yeah.
Something like that. Not De La Soul, I'll take that back, but like, you know, like.
It's cool like that.
Like, yeah.
Charles Martinez said, it's cool like that.
Yo,
I'm cool like that.
I'm cool like that. Yeah.
She's
cool like that. I'm cool like that.
Sip.
Like that. Yeah, that's I like it.
We coming back on the regular.
On the regular. On the regular.
Okay.
She got bars too. Y'all know she got bars, right?
Studio.
She ain't gonna break them out yet. I don't know if she is.
She probably do.
Myeoshe got some bars.
She got a book at home that she write her rhymes.
Yeah.
She just ain't telling nobody.
People love it. That was great.
That was good. I like that.
That's what I'm
beat.
talking about. I love beats like that. Yeah.
Somebody said me and Black Thought, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Black. Yep.
Black Thought on fire right
Black
now.
Thought with
Yeah. Yo, he's a lit fuse right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
He's
people are
always been good like that.
blowing off the top.
Yeah, but I think this is probably the first time he's been rhyming not
You know
with
what?
the band.
Chris, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he just let it loose. Like,
Yeah.
boop, 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 boop.
You're right about that. Priest. I've
Galaxar
always-
said he could do the mashed potato to this.
Mm-hmm.
The mashed potato. Yeah, that was great.
She said she feeling that one.
Ceaseless One. That was dope, man. What you gonna do with that?
You got to put me on.
Yeah, put Priest on that.
That's the type of beat. You got to put me on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to put me on. Put me on that. Oh.
Hey, so what you drinking?
I'm drinking Moscato.
Yo, see how easy it is to write to that
Yeah.
though. Like
Right.
Yeah.
those types of tracks just pull in the content. I
What you
love that.
thinking? Yeah.
I love
I'm
that.
thinking dollar signs.
Yeah.
Hey.
That was the first time we all kind of like flowed together a little bit, with a little collaboration.
A little bit of sprinkle, a little bit D'Angelo in there.
Me, baby.
The best part was the sip.
Somebody said Slum Village.
Oh yeah, Slum Village.
Yep. Has that
Oh, you said like jingling, baby? It was just sprinkle me, baby. Yeah. Myeoshe's on one tonight. What you been drinking?
What you drinking? So what you drinking?
Scott,
Fiji water.
Fiji.
Yo, you know,
I'll
Moscato
say
is
Fiji.
the drink for the ladies. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Moscato.
Moscato is the drink for the ladies.
When the ladies drink, what happens?
What happens, Rasul?
Yeah.
Are you asking me what happens
Yeah.
when I serve them Moscato?
Oh, you served them Moscato.
Oh,
okay.
very
So what
Yeah,
happens?
he come over. What happens?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
They get in the mood.
Yeah, you know, we
Get into the mood. They get ready to get
we
them.
dive in the plasma pool.
Oh, the plasma pool.
In
That's
a plasma pool.
We can swim through the primordial waters of chaos.
Okay.
The primordial waters of chaos. Priest know what I'm talking about.
why did, what
Why you
happens?
always got a second? Get a second from Priest to take the military. You always have to second Priest. Priest don't know nothing.
Yeah, you say the priest don't know nothing. Priest knows about the primordial waters. Priest to be acting like he don't be knowing. I don't know. It's the Killah
I don't
Priest
know.
show.
No, listen. If
we know it's the
yeah, but
Killah Priest show.
why you go? Yeah, what she's trying to say is why straight to the primordial waters instead of asking her name.
No,
like
that's
she
not
gonna
how it goes.
come here with some-
No.
what she gonna
We
drink?
have. See, let me say this. Let me say this. To Myeoshe and
That
Priest.
was kind of bougie.
Let me say this. In the Podcraft. Listen,
Moscato.
I've never. I don't. You know, when I said serve Moscato, I don't seduce the woman into. You have a great conversation, and then after the great conversation, you know, it might happen.
What might happen? Magic? What?
The magic. It might happen.
The magic what?
You know what I'm talking about.
Magic school bus? No.
Yeah, you can play those games. You know exactly what I'm talking
I don't
about.
know nothing.
So you know, I don't know.
She gets a little tingly.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, that Moscato.
Come over there,
That
listen
Moscato does. Women like the Moscato. It's one. To all the brothers out there, you know, get yourself a nice bottle of Moscato.
Coming from the Zen master,
and
sex
and
master,
your lady will love you for that.
conversation master.
Right.
Sue, what would you call you
Rasul,
for?
hey, Root.
My
Nah,
name
we
is Rahi
had like
Right.
we had like a
Rahi Rukahuti.
Nah, we had
Amen.
it was
That's
like,
my name.
It was something like it was something almost like a coach, like a we called you the love doctor. There, well,
Oh, someone said that. I'm definitely not a love doctor.
Definitely not a love doctor.
Yo, if a little bit of a
What you talking?
but
I know a lot about love.
Okay.
LOVE.
That's right.
Next
LOVE.
episode presented to you by Rasul talking about LOVE.
Yeah, we can have a show about love.
Yeah.
You know, we can deal with that.
Go ahead, show it. This is
Talk
Sue,
to
right?
me, Leon Phelps, the ladies' man. All
Say
right.
this is not
So
me.
go ahead, caller.
There goes.
Ladies, man.
It's a lady.
Yeah, I
That's-
got really drunk.
That's you, Sue.
Look at you, Sue.
I'm really scared.
And many of them were very skanky.
Thank you.
And consequently, the ladies' man has had a few diseases. But I have rebounded
Hot
every
shot.
time. That's why they call me the ladies' man. So never look back and practice safe intercourse, okay? All right, next caller.
There you go. That's the ladies, man.
Hey, I'm just.
AT, that was hilarious.
I understand.
Love
I understand
doctor.
real love.
All right, we need a theme song from the Love Doctor. All right,
Myeoshe doesn't think I
Love Doctor.
She don't
The
think
love-
Myeoshe don't think
Give
I
me
know
that-
about love.
Huh?
I know all about love.
What would your theme song be? Love's like a TKO. Huh? Or is it like what would you come out on stage? You had two songs.
Right.
Would it be Teddy Pendergrass, Love is like a TKO, or James Brown's A Man's World?
Oh, okay. I'll pick James Brown.
Huh?
It's a man's world. I'll pick
And that's how
that.
you gonna come out? All right, so we got.
No, I'm not gonna come out on my set like that.
Would you walk out on La
Man's world. You know what I mean?
I thought you're not gonna come out on Love Is Like a TKO.
Nah.
He from Philly.
Teddy Pendergrass. I mean, I love Teddy Pendergrass. You know, and
He from
Love
Philly?
Is Not a TKO. I just
Yeah.
I like that.
You wanna
It's
come
a
out-
man's world.
Would you
It's
come
like
out
a
the
hip hop song?
Would you come out to Isaac Hayes Walk On By?
Walk on by.
Yeah. Please. This is why I cry. I cry.
No. Oh shit.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage.
I got
The
walk.
Love
right?
Doctor. Yeah, you got to come out.
I gotta walk like this. You know what I mean?
A lot of relationship problems, but the Love
And then I
Doctor.
say, "What's
Yeah,
your
this
problem?
part.
Why aren't you not in love? Why aren't you not in love? You don't love your man.
And then walk on
You know
by.
what I'm saying?
See me walk
You don't love your
down
wife
the street.
or your girlfriend.
Nope. I don't know, Sue. You might be one of those
my
cats that get in
goodness.
trouble because you might end up
you talking
trying to be with the guy and girl. You come,
No,
they get counsels with the.
Don't be saying that.
You do everything.
No.
wrong. You be like,
You know, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Like
Y'all
nature
want to hear something, man? Yo, man.
So
I was in a situation like that's why I don't be hanging around cat. I'm right now at my age, man. I don't really be wanting to hang out because yo, man. Sometimes, man, you go around cats bring you around, and the chicks is in there, and you start building, building on the science and stuff. Women, man, they might be with a dude. Yeah, they might be with a boy. He might be he don't know nothing. And then they see me in there and I'm breaking down the hieroglyphics, the Arabic, the stars, and they be trying to holler at me. And it happens.
You gotta choose.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I stay away from that.
And they choose up.
Like even Hafiza, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They choose up.
Yeah,
Yo,
They-
Hafiz, yo.
So when you drop their knowledge, they be like, oh.
That's what I
They
told you.
just get it like
I'm not like that no more. Because that's
don't wanna
that's
be
the
a
ego.
player,
Because you
no.
can control a woman through if a girl, you see somebody and them, they're very vulnerable and you know more than them, the ego comes out. It's like I could
Right.
this motherfucker that make this nigga do anything.
They want to
You know
choose
what I'm
up.
saying?
Hypergamy.
So it's kind of bugged out, man.
Hypergamy. They want to choose upward.
Yeah.
You up there dropping out of knowledge, so they want to go up the tree, not
Yeah.
down or stay on the
you
same
know,
level.
wanna
it's like,
fight
yo,
this
man, you
straight.
can't. So I kind of like, I don't be going in crowds and I don't be hanging out amongst, spiritual
might just
conscious
leave with
groups.
everybody
and-
girl. That's
yeah,
it.
I don't do that no more, man.
Alpha.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you because if I come in there, I'm gonna say you're wrong, and I'm gonna pull the board. I'm gonna say where the blackboard at.
Hey,
And
this in the
we
club?
gonna start getting into it, and that dude might be over there with some flip flops on, an African chain, and he can't do that. He can't use the scientific historical
that.
method to break things down. And he's like, damn, man, you go home and says, yeah, that motherfucker Rasul was, man, she keep talking about that, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, it happens. That's why I don't be going around. At 45, I'm just chilling. I want people to think I'm stupid.
You put up
I
your-
don't want
you put
nobody
up
to think
your-
I'm intelligent, man, because people use their
Put up your
intelligence.
pimp card and just get down. You grown now.
Yeah, I'm
So
grown.
You're not with that.
Yeah, I ain't with all the knowledge.
just out here
I'm gonna break it down and this, that.
bagging.
No, I'm chilling.
Rasul
I don't
just
want to
out
use
here
no
bagging.
knowledge to get no woman at all.
Okay.
No more.
If
she-
no
No
more.
more.
Say
No
no
more.
more. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
but
not gonna do that.
If she a Gemini, it'll come in handy.
Well, I had a Gemini girl.
They
Had a
like
few
that
of those.
knowledge.
They crazy.
Yeah, but they like that knowledge.
Yeah, they like that. But see, that's that.
He
You
lost
know,
you, did he?
you know.
What you mean by that? Gemini coming handy?
Yeah, no, Geminis like knowledge. You have to stimulate their mind before you can stimulate
Geminis are
anything else.
narcissists.
Can be.
They
You
are.
know,
I'm just saying
There's a
with
lot of
the
stuff
knowledge.
going on right now.
because you get a woman, y'all have deep conversations, just you and the woman, and it's just like, damn, man, wow, I never knew that, Sue. See, and you
So-
opening the chambers.
Never knew what.
Well, you might
The
break
love-
something down. You might break something down to them they never
love-
heard.
You'll be breaking down.
You never knew
soon.
All
love
kinds
could
of
be
stuff.
like
I'm
that.
trying to open her chambers.
Ooh, what?
And you
That's
never
the idea.
knew love could be like that. Go ahead.
I'm not. I don't be like.
Nah, you put it up. You already said
You know.
you're not that person no more. You
Yeah, I'm
changed.
changed, man. I'm just a regular guy now.
So
But I am.
So-
But I you know, when
if they come to your counsel, I'm scared that you might get into a problem with them because they probably think you trying to take their girl because you seem like the type of lecture the guy, and he just man,
well,
I'm out of here.
I am a lecturer,
and then leave
you know
the
what I'm
girl.
saying? I am.
But you're gonna be like, you can leave, leave the girl there.
No, I wouldn't do no crazy nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? I would say, I'm just too. I was trained to kind of be like a lecturer, so I see a lot of guys do lectures or whatever, and you know, a bunch of conscious people out there, and I love everything that they do. But you know, me particularly, I see people, you know, they're kind of like a lot of people like that don't. If someone knows something, they don't. If I know something you don't know. People get and you teach them these things about ancient Egypt and stuff. They never knew this stuff, and they get real like crazy. You know what I'm saying? And
I need to know that.
Yeah, well, they just want to know more, and especially if it's a woman, you know, it's kind of like, damn, it's like, you know.
So you would take them on a retreat?
No, I never took no woman on no damn retreat, man. I definitely see. I know what kind of brother I am. I go on. If I had a girlfriend, I go on a retreat. Me and her can go. I'm not,
You can take her to Disneyland.
That's not a retreat, man.
Nah, for me it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's like that's special.
No, that's you know, these retreats are, you know, it's a cleansing process, brother.
Yeah, it's true. That's
you
true.
know, I love Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? But when I go there, hell yeah.
On
when
mushrooms.
I go there,
You got to do Disneyland on mushrooms.
how come they don't got a Yoda walking around in Star Wars land or C3PO?
It's hard to find a little person to wear the green suit.
They got to do something, man. I ain't never been to Disneyland. I want to go.
Oh, you like it?
It's Star Wars land.
It's
No.
nice.
Yeah, I see the pictures. I ain't never been there.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine.
Let's
Just
move
pick
on.
pick your
Let's
favorite
move
girl and go.
Let's
dope.
move on. Let's move on. Let's get up out of here.
Disney World. Disneyland.
Disneyland,
It's a Los
yeah, yeah.
Angeles.
It's time to go.
Next slide.
Okay, here we go. Next now we got none other than the one and only Mark of Buddha.
Marco Buddha.
Let's go. This new beat submission.
Marco Buddha.
His new album is out now.
M.O.B.
It's called Bodhisattva.
God damn it. But, yeah, it's a little different. It's the Mark of Buddha.
Sounds like Fox Chase Part 2.
Like we always do about this guy. I was about to write that too. Fox Chase.
Hey.
Dope. Marco Buddha.
Cool.
Dope. Yeah, my face is like, man, it's Buddha, man. It's Mark of Buddha. It's
Yeah.
always gonna be,
M.O.B.
It's dope.
yeah, it's always gonna be dope. Yeah. It's just you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I like Mark of Buddha because he always goes outward and his kicks are always
Yeah.
incredible.
I like the quality.
And it has that authentic tea garden type of feel. I feel like I'm always walking through a tea garden or something like that.
Isn't he in, like,
He's half Japanese.
I know, but where is he located in right now? Isn't he?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Virginia, my bad.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Nice. Okay, was going to go to our last grand finale, but we got a last minute submission here from the DJ from Guam.
What's up? Wow.
Featuring
What up, Guam?
Donovan Francis.
Peace.
Peace, peace, my brethren.
Name of the track is Jamaica. No, he's from Jamaica. Name of the track is Enough for You.
Is this Guam?
This is Guam. Here we go.
Like that. T Garden with check. Light the incense in the ganja. This is Guam right here. Praise Jah.
If there is enough for you, then there must be enough for me.
Jah.
If there is enough for you, then you should save a little bit for me. If there is enough for you, then there must be enough for me.
Light up some herb.
If there is enough
and some sage.
then you should save a little bit for me. Mr. Grabalicious and Mr. Greedy, with no regard for the poor and the needy, you would suck the very blood from the suffering man. Just like Cain slay his brother Abel, not even the scraps you would give from your table, and you feed the dogs with the children bread. Oh yes, say if there is enough for you, then there must be enough for me. If there is enough for you, then you should save a little bit for me.
Wow. Burning the sage.
If there is enough for you, then there must be enough for me. If there is enough for you,
Cat.
then you should save a little bit
Watch
for
Mojito
me.
come. Like this.
High prices and inflation, crime and violence plague the nation, and the people are the
Yes, sir.
victim of this crazy diabolic system. There's no
Horns, yes, sir.
justice, no equal rights. All I see is injustice, and the people need to stand up for their rights. 'Cause if there is enough for you, then there must be enough for me.
Praise Jah.
If there is enough for you, then you should save a little bit for me. If there is enough for you, then there must be enough for me.
All over and in and out.
If there is enough for
For the
you,
Dogons.
then you should save a little bit for me.
Lord Fury.
Shooby-doo, 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 shoo-doo.
All right. That was a DJ from Guam featuring Donovan Francis from Jamaica. It's called Enough for You.
You can tell he's right from the islands.
Yeah.
You gotta put that.
Y'all be sure you follow the DJ from Guam on YouTube.
You right. You gotta read that. I'm just so it's the vibration got me so high right now. That song, I'm like,
Right?
DJ from Guam.
Yeah, DJ.
That's right.
Peace out, my brethren. Peace, 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 my brethren.
All right, we're going into our grand finale.
Original man.
Finale.
None other than the one and only Ka Zodiac.
What
from
up, Ka?
Zodiac.
New
What up,
Jersey
Ka Zodiac?
and Puerto Rico.
Cars like the car.
Name of the
Ka is
song
The car.
is Knowledge is
Zodiac.
Power.
Peace to the God.
He says going back in this
Ka
retrograde energy in 2016 from the album Ka Zodiac, Knowledge is Power. Please donate to help get Ka Zodiac back up and running after the hurricane.
Let's get him up, yo.
Wow. I'm going to put that link in
Yeah,
the description.
Let's get him on the show.
Yeah,
And
let's do that.
we could talk about his experience in that in the storm.
I'm putting that link in the description, y'all.
Yeah, I was talking to him, Priest, on
spoke to him?
IG. Yeah, I spoke to him. I had hit him up right after the storm hit, and I was thinking about him like, damn, man. I was like, let me hit a cop. He was like, yo, man, you good? And he said he was okay. And I started saying, all right. He's like, yeah, but he said the water flooded his think like flooded his like house or something like that. He had the electricity been down and a few other things, so he might be going through some things. We definitely need to help him out.
Oh, yeah, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cobb, man. We're gonna get him up in here, man. I will call him after this.
All right, here we go. This next track, we're all set. How's Zodiac? Going full screen.
Selected more than 30 years ago in a small temple compound. Adored and provided for by his people, but cannot be touched by man or woman.
Nah, study is observation in your life of the patterns and things that happen. Oh, I've seen that before.
Yeah. It's just some lyrics for the smokers to think that had their minds blown. The spirit in this music you drink, I'm here to guide home the lost and found. Tossed to my crown and got busy. The mission of the gods when I teach, Allah's with me. My spit is too terrific for most. Don't be silly, planets try to rotate around me but got dizzy. Galactic send me those satellites like frisbees. Yeah, I'm like history, the whole world be digging me. The mystery of rap, when I rap they reveal the gift in me. Standing on my square like a saint from antiquity. A lesson too great to feel these ants kicking me. Myself and now we fly the side trilogy. Wise lyrically, wise fate for my delivery. Oh Lord, I record in Black Sicily, Italy, surround your mafia like Zanzibar. Tanzania, my script, I swear the plan's bizarre. Moorish American, fathered it all, sure my repertoire's estranged from these mortals. My soul is a gold reservoir. When y'all be dropping the mic, the world's dumber. So here's some thought food for your plate you should discover. Black as brothers awake is no wonder. Throwing silences on lightning bolts, strike with no thunder. That shock you when you see in the light with no buffer. Knowledge is power, the truth is no other. I'm the spring, I give life to the flower. Resurrect the world, when I write, I smoke sour. Cause I can hear your heartbeat now, it's getting louder. Why you wanna be ignorant for? Knowledge is power. I'm the light at the height of the tower. My mind search the internet fast with no browser. I can hear your heartbeat now, it's getting louder. Why you wanna be ignorant for? Knowledge is power. Yeah, I'm just a spirit encased in dark crystal, slowly swimming through this river of fate. Will sharks get you? My love is like a light that escapes my hard tissue. Away from those who think that being miserable is official, but they don't know the cause of it. Cause they still think the beast is cute, cause they ain't seen the claws of it. Gotta read the contract, study every clause in it. This is legal combat. I brought the higher laws with the morals of the force. Hit the gritty, never forfeit. My thought food delectable. Throw it in the sauce dip, smoke the unforgettable jewels. Living autonomous king, extraterrestrial. Don't you know it ain't cool to be dumb and a genius? You ain't gotta go to school to be one, cause that's natural. Me on the mic, well that's magical. They teach obedience from 5 years old. Cause the dumb populations isn't yet in control. Till they become uncontrollable, you reap what you sow. Check it. You walk in the path that you selected and paved brick by brick each day. So where you headed, couldn't see the picture Noble drew. Marcus tried to spark us with the pride. For the darkest, all rise, your light is overdue. In this universal courtroom, my dreams are but a new life, immersing through the future of my thought womb. Life's a queen in these tales of a divorced groom.
He is the living repository of all that is known.
Your will is directly and proportionately and manifestable as your conscience. You cannot execute your will where there is no knowledge.
His isolation from worldly needs and worldly concerns ensures that the sacred knowledge he keeps will remain pure.
I am the apogee of knowledge.
That video
Come
was so
and
hard.
learn, because with knowledge you can become
was
what you
hard.
want to be.
That video was hard. Shout out to Kai Zodiac. Sit in peace and love.
Yes,
For
Kyle
real.
Zodiac, the great
Yeah,
Kyle
he always
Zodiac.
come through.
Straight fire.
Yeah.
So links in the description to donate to Ka for that hurricane.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to submit to the next show, which is tomorrow at 9, we're not doing a show on Wednesday. We're just doing a show tomorrow. Yeah. We're moving Wednesday to Tuesday just this week because of the special exclusive David Icke. So tomorrow, 9 a.m. If you want to be part of that, you got to submit now. Because like I said, that's in the morning.
You want to be part of something.
Yeah.
Got to be part of something.
So submit your tracks. KillahPriest.tv/song promo. Links in the description.
So blast it off. All right. I want to thank everybody who came to the Podcraft. Y'all late. Yo, let's catch you tomorrow in the morning. So we're going to be up when the sun up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it up. David Icke, Killah Priest, Podcraft, will happen down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going down tomorrow.
Going down. Guys, so you guys make sure that you guys tune in, man, because it's going to be a phenomenal, show. David Icke, we already had, Jordan Maxwell. Now we have David Icke coming. So this is going to be a smash hit.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through.
Peace.
Right. Yeah, I want to say
peace to all the gods on earth.
Yeah, peace and love. Peace to all the gods on the earth. Peace to you, to the universe. We out.
Peace and blessings.
Statistics on a police blotter.
If you believe that the Illuminati exists, then believe that I exist. Yeah, the priest, hood. Y'all really want the Illuminati? My secret civilization, my brotherhood, my masons. I speak to you in code so you know what we are facing. Seems like our plans got into the wrong hands. Somehow the internet intercept all of our scans. But that's okay, there's a few out there that still don't read. And there's a lot out there that see and still won't believe. So go ahead, pack up the rocket ship. I go back to the club, pretend like I'm popping Chris. My brothers don't leave without me. And for me, it's the opposite. My skull and bones ache. They dried up in the valley of snakes. I left for Cali to get away. The hustle game is messed up. Get rid of all the crabs, now it's just us. We sold drugs in '88, but now that's over. Times of the Rothschilds is getting closer. And we here.
Born a star, I fuck the secret out of morning star. I'm enlightened like a burning car. Another Adam Weishaupt in your White House. I assassinate rappers and cover it up like it's white out. I stand on a square, 360 degrees. I stand on 360 of C's and piss a compass above the letter G. You better never see that 6-pointed star. 6 punchlines in 6 seconds, that's hexagrammatical bars. Mathematically Mars. The pentagram is the shape inside a pentagon. Stupid. Washington, D.C., the Illijon. Face the east with the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bush, and get it on. Bavarian spit, Swedish vodka, and purple kush. Cross the burning sands, pledge with Hiram or Biff's foot. Illuminati, I'm your mind, soul, and your body. Your education, your racism, your economy. Illuminati, I'm your mind, soul, and your body. One world government, global, and methodically.
Peace for Illuminati, Rasul Illuminati, the hidden body, the Nira posse. Very godly. Peace. Rasul, lost children of Babylon. Computer hackers rush Execution maneuvers, pulling Rugers from out my jacket. Kazar Empire, futuristic mystic. The AR laser fires, hitting cyborgs. Dr. Malachi York thoughts, speaking on sidewalks, selling pamphlets of answers, doing prison time on the streets. So if they lock me up, I'm free. Kill me and I live on. The resurrection, spray lead in his direction. Rothschild, X-Files, expect the pagan owl.
When I write rhyme, my mind enters the 7-step pyramid. The stained glass windows shatter and behold an Egyptian mystery. A disciple baptized in the blood of Jesus. He was ancient like Aztecs, Olmecs, and hieroglyphic writings engraved upon gold temples. Masonic symbols unfold the keys of Solomon. The 7-star spectrum opens the doors to the crystal city where the angels greet me.
Yeah, felony fights, sick fuck, Killah Priest, Raz Cass. You don't know these signals. You don't know about 1,000 points of light. We just got y'all trying to survive. You don't think y'all monkey men. 1984, bitches.